Ours is the only country where the first bribe is to God. And the first corruption is God accepting the bribe and not honoring the commitment. Everybody has disowned me. Everybody said, you are a super failure. You are a useless fellow. You are a dreamer. You are a joker. You are whatever they want to say, they will say. I don't care. I laugh at them and listen to one more video. I'll get myself motivated. Even if the whole world believes in you. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody can help you. On the contrary, if the whole world doesn't believe in you, if you start believing in yourself, nobody can stop you. The big dreams will attract big people. Small dreams will attract small people. My brother went and sold a big dream to Audi Godrej and Audi Godrej bought it. That was a pivotal moment in the journey of the Sachet revolution. A small company who is closer to the market, when it leverages a big company's distribution network, any one strength, miracles are possible. And that's exactly happened. Within the next 6 months, the brand which was known only in half Tamil Nadu or something like that, suddenly has become a national brand. We put advertisement in Mahabharat. That time, Mahabharat, prime time, entire country will stop. Between 10 and 11 and Sunday morning, nothing works. Everybody will see Mahabharat. In that 10-second ad means you are popular all over India overnight.
Hello and welcome. This is Puneeth, Suraana, and you are listening to the Galata podcast. Galata is a word from the Indian language Kannada that means the noise caused by a ruckus. This podcast is about starting up while we are still in college, testing ideas, creating a team, building something worthwhile, and adding value to other people's lives. Join us as we discuss the thrill of earning your first buck, tackling uncertainties, overcoming obstacles, and delighting others. Most of all, the Galata podcast is about seeing, understanding, and implementing so you can deliver on your audacious promise. I have the honor of speaking with a visionary entrepreneur whose name has become synonymous with redefining the beauty and grooming industry in India. CK Kumaravel, the co-founder of Naturals Salon, has not only built one of India's largest chains of unisex salons, but has also inspired countless individuals to embrace entrepreneurship along the way. From a humble start, which you'll hear a lot about today, from a humble start to over 700 salons across India, his journey is a testament to resilience, innovation, and a deep understanding of what it takes to build a consumer-centric brand. CK Kumaravel's vision goes beyond business. He's committed to creating 1,000 successful women entrepreneurs and has an ambitious goal that reflects his belief in empowering an inclusive growth of everyone. In this episode, I dive deep into the story behind his entire family with 6 mega rockstar entrepreneurs and how they were shaped in their formative years, to the story behind Naturals, the challenges he faced in scaling the brand, and his insights on leadership, teamwork, and what it means to dream big. CK Kumaravel's story is not just inspiring, it's a masterclass for anyone looking to make an impact in their own industry. So without further ado, please enjoy this episode. CKK, welcome on Galata Podcast.
Thank you. Absolute pleasure.
The usual first question I ask, and in your scenario, it's even more interesting because it made me very curious. What were the conversations around the dinner table when you were growing up?
No, it's not so much around the dinner table conversation when we are growing up. I say that things are not taught, they are caught. See how our parents behave. We consciously or subconsciously try to imitate them. And that's how our behavior will be shaped. So for example, all 6 of us, when we eat, all our 6 people plate will be very clean. We will not waste food. This is not taught. This is caught. Okay, seeing somebody, our signature in a way will reflect our father's signature, because father only we go for our report card signature. That is the first signature we have seen. in a way that it'll revolve around that. And all six of us, my father told that much before Dr. Kalam popularized it, India doesn't require job seekers. India requires job providers. My father told all of you should be a job provider. You should not become an employee. You should not be a job seeker. All six of us have never written a CV. All six of us have never attended an interview. All six of us have never worked with anyone. All six of us are entrepreneurs. We are from a small town in Kadalur near Pondicherry. Large family. Life was very fun. We had large grounds, large, I should say, farms. We had mango farm, we have coconut farm, we have agriculture. We were amidst that, and then we were there. So we had some lovely time playing cricket. Very, very a rural village. Somebody says so nicely, you can take the boy out of the village. You cannot take village out of the boy. So for us, Kadalur is the place where we all grow together, and that cannot be taken out from our life.
What was it like growing up in Kadalur?
Till my father was there, which is one phase of my life. That is when I was class 9, he died, which is when I was at 12, 13 years. And till such time, there is a father figure. We always see father coming out. Like I remember my father doing some 10 different business. During that, every time a new idea comes, he starts putting that, and the entire thing will revolve around it. And after that, he will drop that idea and move on to the next idea, next idea, next idea. Like that, only he'll say, for me, it is something new means it is interesting.
Are you telling me he did 10 different businesses?
He did more than 60 different businesses.
60 different businesses. And was there a constant one business that funded these, or they were just...
There is one business which was funding it, which is the repacking of buying pharma products in bulk and putting it to small packets. That was the anchor business. On top of it, he did various business. And my father is a only son of a rich father. My grandfather is a military doctor, and he died early when my father was 19. And suddenly my father had got huge tracts of land with one son and with this thing. So it's a very difficult situation. And he studied then. He finished college, and then he worked for 1 year as a teacher. Then he realized he don't want to work. He started business. And then from one business, as the pharma repacking as an anchor, he did various businesses. He did food products, he did cosmetics, he did medical, he did agriculture, he did dolls, he did exports. You name the business, he did it. Today, whatever we are doing is all we have to do is go to his drawing room, find out one product, and do it the way in which the today's thing.
You know, this makes me very emotional because my family also has a similar history. And it's not easy to be in that family.
Yeah. So every time a new business, my father will sell that part of the lands. Yeah. Okay. So, and then that's a tension happening, but at the same time, some real cash flow, which is also good. Because only when you sell a land, you will get cash. Yeah. Otherwise, what is the point of having a land? So that way, there is half happy. At least kids are happy.
Those
My
few
mom,
days.
yeah, mom will be little unhappy. So for mom, it is selling the land. For us, it is a cash flow, extra cash flow. So it's little bit of an extra fund and little things. So like that. So that way he was doing it. And the last business he did was he was a very curious entrepreneurs, always looking for new ideas, traveling to Singapore to attend an exhibition. He was carrying a Tata bottle shampoo in his suitcase. Fortunately for us and unfortunately for him, the bottle broke and it soiled his dress. Instead of blaming the Tata bottle maker or the suitcase maker, he said, hey, here is a problem. Can I fix it and convert it into an opportunity? And that's called entrepreneur mindset. Your ability to look at a problem and say this is an opportunity, then you are ready for entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not about an MBA degree. It's not about having lakhs of money in your bank account. It's not about a Tata Birla surname. It's your ability to think different. If you can look at a problem and say, here is an opportunity, then you're ready for entrepreneurship. Remember, I told you my father bought pharma products in bulk and put it in small packet. He thought, why not I also pack shampoo in small packets? He made his own shampoo formulation. And he, most importantly, he made a machine to pack the liquid shampoo. He assembled it in his own way. That machine assembling only, it's a story by itself. That much he was making pros and cons, this soft tube, long tube, all these things, different things he put it together. And finally he packed the sachet shampoo, called it Velvet, such a wonderful name for a shampoo, and then launched it to the market. And he said this product will change the fortune of the family. All his friends and well-wishers told him it's a wonderful idea, you should patent it. My father told, no, I should not, I don't want to patent it. I will not patent it. Because many products are required to be in sachet, and that is what the country requires. If he had patented it, CK family would have made a couple of 100 crores, but the world would have lost. So entrepreneurship is not about money alone. Money is a very small portion of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is your ability to express your ideas in real life, in real terms, your things, and also make a positive impact on the society. I think one of my favorite is this WWW guy. The guy who formed got the worldwide web. When he did that, all his friends again told him he should patent it. He said, no, I don't want to patent it. Because of that, the world has benefited a lot. If he had patented it, every second today, I believe, 2,000 people are using it. Imagine if he had patented it, he would have become some multi-billionaire. But world would have lost. So I think many ways entrepreneurs also should look at it. People coming to entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs, it's not about just money making, it's much more than that.
I agree. You'll not believe the same business that your father paused at is what was the foundation for Z, for Imami. They all started out packaging. So I totally understand where he's coming from, and kudos to him. But is it okay if we talk a little bit more about your dad? Because it's so foundational.
Why not?
And you have a book about him as well. So maybe that's also very relevant to the audience. Why did he close the businesses? Was it because he lost the kick? Or was it because he was somebody that did not have, in my family, it was my dad, my grandfather didn't have a great ability to do paperwork. So to start a business, trust somebody with it and the other person would cheat. That's my family. But what was in your dad's?
No, my father's thing is two things. One is he had one steady business, which is the repacking, which is going on. And he is a what you call inquisitive person, always comes with the new ideas. And when an idea is not, all his plus point, he had one inherent minus point. His minus point is he thought a good product will sell by itself. He never believed in advertising, promoting, and marketing the product. He thought a good product will sell by itself. So after making a good product, good idea, etc., if it is not selling, he will lose interest and he will come with a new idea and he will focus on the new idea. So he will not go on, he was not able to fine tune and find out where the mistake was. So he was jumping from one idea to another, to another, to another.
But it seems like he was really good at branding. He named it Velvet.
Yes, absolutely. And awesome branding, man.
So
yeah, awesome idea. But after that, he is not promoting it. So that is where my brothers come into the picture.
Your elder brother?
Yeah,
where are you in the sixth?
I'm the last two.
You're the last?
Yeah. So
the most spoiled.
Most pampered. Or I should say that.
Yeah, pampered and so spoiled.
So that way it was a good fun and things like that. So my father was many ways he thought a good product will sell by itself. That is his mistake. While he is phenomenal in certain things, continuous trial, never give up. Okay, keep on trying new, innovative, out of the box, branding. You can give all the credit to him. But he thought a good product will sell by itself, and it has good product. My brothers came and told it has to be sold. Good product will never get sell by itself. It has to be sold, and that's one of the important criteria for an entrepreneur. Those times are different. Those time making Bajaj Chatak, you make only, it will sell.
Yeah.
So the in a license Raj India is different. Today it's a competitive consumerism. India is a very different era we are living. So any good product has to be sold.
So he never partnered with somebody, what you're saying. He always was an independent entrepreneur.
He's always an independent entrepreneur.
So when your brothers grew up and supported him, then did the businesses start picking up, or it
No,
did not
no,
happen
no.
at all?
All the six of us are in college or school when my father died. My eldest brother was doing PG in ophthalmology. Youngest, I was doing class 9 standard. 4 siblings in between. All are in school or college. Nobody was in business.
No, you were all in business.
We are not. We are not.
You were the,
So we
the
were
employees.
Yeah. So we were there watching him and getting fascinated by him. That's how our that's why I said it is more caught than taught.
Yeah. So when you say called, you mean no summer holidays, no traveling, no, it was school studies or what?
Studies or work or watch. We can play there.
Yeah.
It's not that we go to today. This kind of thing, luxury those days were not available. It's not only for us. I think today summer means holiday means where international travel, blah blah blah, all those things. I think this new India especially after 1990, is a different India.
Yeah. But I remember earlier, you used to go to your mama's place or your
Absolutely, that's all. Your friend or
right.
That's it.
So even that was gone away
Yes,
pretty
yes,
much
yes.
in the business. Which business were you supported him that you remember? Because you were ninth standard is what, 14, 15?
No, I used to be a guinea pig for his shampoo. Every time he makes a shampoo formulation, he will take us to that, what do you call the pump, this thing where the water is coming. We will give it one shampoo. He'll put it on our hair and make all the foam. And this thing will smell. So that's how.
So he would make this shampoo formulation in the kitchen?
No. He had a lab.
He had a lab. Okay.
He's a more of a pharmacist in mind because he was also making pharma products, capsules and medicines. He was repacking pharma products. So his mind was a very chemist mind.
Yeah. So he was his own R&D department.
Yeah.
So you became the guinea pig for all his shampoos.
Yeah. Yes. So that's what I remember. That's where I think I have partnered. Otherwise,
that fascination has brought you so far in life. I have such good memories of working in the factory of my Masi. The whole vacation would go in opening up coolers, repacking coolers, going to Saturday, Sunday for collection from different stores, counting money.
Yeah.
Seeing profit sometimes, seeing losses sometimes, and handling those emotions. How was the conversations around? I'm still at the same. I know I'm focusing on
those
the
days,
childhood.
unfortunately, one of my regret also is that we never had a conversation with my father, excepting one time where we traveled together from Chennai to Kadalur in a lorry.
In a lorry?
Yeah, we didn't get bus. We were waiting. Bus was not coming. It was then when lorry came, he said, why not we go in lorry? I said, okay, what was it? I can't say no to him. Okay, we jumped into the lorry and that is when we were speaking. And that's when he said, we should all become the English speaking. He said, very important one. Business success and English are related, he said. So I was a Tamil medium boy then. So after that, that seed, he sowed then.
Yeah.
And after that, I developed on the English little. And after some time, now I can't think in Tamil. So I can't think in Tamil now. So English has so much of. So that's something he told. And then he said, you all should become an entrepreneur. And agree entrepreneurship, he was in very much in favor. So that's something I remember speaking with him. And mostly those time the father figures, mother used to be the what do you call the thing, and father was kept there. Nobody will go and speak to him. He's a father figure means literally the father figure.
Yeah.
Though he never
unapproachable.
He hit anybody. He was never harsh on us. All the beating, all the scolding,
Mother.
everything only mother. But still, the father is considered that father figure only he had. So poor man looking at him, so he could now see the kind of stress he was carrying. So because all the children are growing, And the business, one after business is failing. So the world started questioning him. Uh, so that was the stage he made this velvet shampoo. And now my favorite is, if you today go there, they sell hanging products and hanging shop. If you break a pomegranate fruit, you can count the number of seeds in that fruit. But if you plant one seed, you will not be able to judge how many pomegranates will come from that one seed. The seed called velvet sachet, what he had seen, sold then, today is available in multiple products, multiple categories, hanging shops. I think the world has changed because of that one revolution. India today came out with an article about 50 revolutions which changed India after independence. My father's sachet innovation was number 8 in that. That was one of the most gratifying moments. Today, looking back, is a what do you call, he's a great phenomena, trailblazer, pioneers cross, lot of trial. But then, if you look at, was he successful then? No. Actually, he thought he was a failure. World around him thought he was a failure. But maybe the seed what he had sowed at that point was still below the soil. It took time to take the care, and now it is flowering and it is benefiting so many millions of people. So I think that's how the pioneer's cross he was wearing.
Pioneer's cross. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Yeah. Yeah, it's the sad part of so many pioneers. They don't see their creation being celebrated. It's only the later generations. Um, I'm just curious because you're talking about father and son. I'm not aware about your children. Do you have a son, daughter?
I have one son and one daughter.
One son and one daughter. How have you groomed them?
Yeah, these years are very different. So we are all, what do you call, I would say we did not get the best of the best in our earlier years. Okay. And we wanted to give the best to our children. So we have more pampered them than prepared them. Okay. So we want to give them the best school. We want to give them car. We want to give them what you call international holidays. We want to give them the best dress. We want to give them Nike shoes. Whatever they want immediately is being ready. All they have to do is ask. So that's how we have pampered them. But slowly but steadily, I think at the age also, they also understand. We have given them a very good education. Son studied in Singapore, business management. Daughter studied in Switzerland in hospitality. But both are now with business with us. And my daughter is heading the Page 3 salons, which is the luxury salon for us. Son is heading the aesthetic division and also the nails and part of Naturals business. He also runs a Red Box, which is a Chinese takeaway restaurant. That is another business of him, which is running independently.
How did you inculcate hunger in them? That's what I'm curious about. You know how my dad did it? He would tell no to anything I want. Like, and I had to be like, and sometimes when he didn't want to tell no, he'd say tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. So he would only get me something if I was really persistent. And that's how I became very hungry. If I want something, then I'm just go after it, tuck, 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 tuck. So I'm curious, how did you inculcate hunger? Were you able to? I don't know yet, but were you able to inculcate that hunger or that?
I would say that in the beginning, they were little complacent and little comfort zone and little chill. So, but slowly, steadily, I think we are also nudging them. One of my favorite is Indians needs to be nudged before they budge. So we need to nudge them. And children, if you tell them very radically different, they will start distancing themselves from you. So I think we are in that nudging phase. And luckily, of late, when they see the business, COVID has really helped, I should say.
Really?
COVID has really helped. One day, my daughter came to me. I was borrowing some money. Okay, after 6 months, the COVID, we were borrowing some money. So I said, I thought you were rich.
Your daughter said, okay.
So I said, I was, but no more. So we need to now work hard. So, that's what they call a wake up call for them. My mom do very interesting, very funny and very what do you call, so smart, so what do you call, jugad.
Your mom?
My mom was awesome in that sense. Whenever she wears that gold chain, some exam, some urgent money is required, she will pawn it, okay, and take money. Okay, and the relatives being relatives, they will ask, "What is this? Your neck is empty. What happened?" So they are more wanting to know the gossip more than the real concern. So my mom will say, "It has gone to learn Hindi." So very casually she will say, and she will keep moving. So for somebody who will become very emotional over little things, my mom is very, very strong minded, and she will rub, what do you call, rub it, just brush it aside and just keep moving.
Yeah. I
And
think your
whenever
mom
we
was.
go and tell some about problem, which very rarely, and she will never ask who did it, what happened, why did it happen, who are all responsible. Her next question is what next. So she will not brood over the problem. She will not discuss about people. She will not discuss about the situation. She will not want to feel helpless. She wants to move on, and she will ask what next. And that's exactly what we saw her happening in September 12th, 1979, when my father died.
Mhm.
Father was 48, my mother was 43, and eldest brother at 24, youngest at 13.
Sorry, if I can just double click. He passed off.
Heart attack.
Sorry.
Okay. And not able to handle the stress, I think. And also he was a smoker. So I think these two are a very potent combination, especially those days. These things were common. Now a lot of medicines and things have come. And even my grandfather, who was a medical doctor, as he was talking, he expired when he was 41.
Oh.
So there was a family history like that. And my 48 was my father. Same morning, my mother called all six of us and told that from today I'm going to be your father and mother. And I did not understand what she is trying to say. All I could understand is family is some kind of trouble.
Mhm.
But she did exactly that for the next 35 years.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Played the role of father and mother for us, all six of us.
So she would earn the money and she would take care of you?
Yes. She ran agriculture. She ran a school.
Where did you? I understand that's something that you share. I just want to understand, what did she take up? First, I want to understand, how did she protect whatever assets was left? Because that is an extremely vulnerable situation.
At that point of time, we had a bank loan, 2.5 lakhs loan.
In 79?
In 79. Okay. Which is equivalent to some 25 crore or plus now.
Yeah.
In many ways, we are asset rich, cash poor. We had a backing of assets. That's why bank has given. When we had 2.5 lakhs loan, means if we have given an asset worth 10 lakhs to the bank. So that means we were asset rich, cash poor. But the bank said you have two choice. Either you run the business, so I leave it. I don't trouble you. If you close the business, then I will auction your property and take my money. So that is when my mom chipped in and told my brothers, so we can't allow this to happen. You bloody run the business. And that was the push again my mother did for my eldest brother, Dr. CK Kumar and Ashok Kumar. Both of them, she nudged them to get into business. And that's how she protected the property. And when she married, she was from Andhra Pradesh. When she came to Tamil Nadu, she did not even know Tamil. But she had all the reasons to cry.
Yeah.
42-year-old woman, husband died, 6 children, 2.5 lakh debt. She can blame the fate. She can blame the world. She can blame everyone. She did none of the above. She said, this is the situation. We need to take charge and run it. That is when I saw the power of women.
Oh, yeah.
First hand. Okay. When the woman tries to take that baton on her hand, and till such time she was a housewife, suddenly she became an entrepreneur. And she did in her own way, Jugaad way, everything.
Tell us one or two, no? If you don't mind.
That's what I said. The jewelry,
Yeah.
the very this thing. She'll do like that and keep moving. She's no problem. And what do you call, she is a big Sai Baba devotee. And Sai Baba, every month, when every week puja will happen, every month puja will happen. Where somewhere, something, everywhere, if some big problem is there, we'll go tell. The mother will say, she will pray and she will say, Baba will take care. And we were young kids, very, what do you call, adolescent, and we will get very angry. What is this woman? How will Baba take care? What this thing will this thing? And it was happening in my tamasha, but we don't have the courage to question my mother, and it was going on like that. And it was around 70, I think around 70 years, her this thing. And we were asking one day, we were sitting and having a chat. No, ma, what happened? Nowadays, you are not very Baba. That you are not going to Puttaparthi, you are not, what do you call, the bhajans were not happening. What happened? And says, and she coolly said, what do you call, his use is over. So far, I was thinking, okay, Baba was, what do you call, taking advantage of my mother. In reality, my mother is taking advantage of Baba, using him as an anchor.
Yeah.
Getting that shock absorber and crossing a difficult situation.
Yeah. We all need an anchor. We all need a.
Yes, I thought that is when I realized, boy, this is the other way of looking at the same thing. And she was using him as an anchor, not the other way around. And that's how powerful faith as an anchor to get the world to believe. You also believe, because at many point of time we need that extra time. Then time will solve the problems.
How did she? I'm still double clicking on this. How did she make everyone else believe? And she started a lot of businesses, I understand. So she rescued the family assets. How did she then move to other businesses?
She did not sell any asset. But as I told, we had mango farms, we have coconut farms. Very jugaad way. She ran a school, small school. The school was a feeder for us. Between these three, she was making money. And she was rotating the money like that. Okay. The one thing is coconut. Every month, coconut, we have some, what you call, 300, 400 coconut trees. That coconut is one business for us. And when flood comes, she will be more happy. When coconut falls also, she will make every part of the coconut will become a business for her. Right from the leaf to the bark to coconut to she'll sell everything. So very jugaad way she will manage it.
Your mom was an amazing saleswoman.
Absolutely. Contrary to my dad, who makes a brilliant product.
You had got her in business like you did. You got Veena.
Absolutely. So she is a jugaad, this thing in manipulating and what you call managing, maneuvering. And that way she was able to do that. Even school, within a small school, she used to make some kind of cash flow and some kind of money. And that way she is always engaged in, she is always into action. Nothing stops her. That is, I think, more of after my father, she also became like my father. Always action. Today she will go and see one dance class. She will think whether dance class we can make money. She was connecting the dot with money. My father was not connecting the dot with money.
Right.
Because the situation is very different. Yet she needed. The situation made her the entrepreneur. And then she showed the leadership for us. And looking at her, it was a very, very phenomenal thing. And when she was around 75, she wanted to open a natural salon. I asked, why, ma? You are all very comfortable. She called, she will not allow us to sleep. I saw one place, please come immediately. You should come. And when something goes to her mind, till it gets over, the people around her will have a okay.
Terrible time.
Yes, terrible. So anyway, the little way of making mom happy is to go and see her. So I went and saw her. She identified a place. I didn't like the place. I said, place is not good. Anyway, I sat with her. I said, why, mom? Now you are like a queen. There is no need. Why are you now at this point? Why do you want to start a business? She said, my life will expand. Otherwise, my life will shrink.
This is 175.
Yes. I think that is a what you call eye opener for me. Yeah. You should have something to look forward to tomorrow. If you don't have anything, if you don't have a problem. That is why grandchildren, most of the people are looking forward. But I think it should be a little more tangible, because today with the life expectancy increasing, one of the problems this generation is going to face is that how is that time going to be monetized? If there is no monetizing structure there, I think the society will go through a big trouble. It can be 1 hour you can work 2 hours, you can work 4 hours, depending on case to case basis. But everybody have to work till their last breath.
Yeah.
And that is the lesson I got from my mother at that point of time. So that is something which is very.
Did she succeed in getting that salon in that location?
No. Luckily, so we had some other business for her. So she did that. What do you call she suddenly saw some ceramic this thing. So she wanted to put a ceramic factory. Wanted to make cups and this thing, all those things. That she started. That was a last business. So every time she sees something, she wants to make a business out of it. More like my father then.
Yes.
So that is something. And another thing which was very significant is one of my father's friend has loaned my father 25,000 rupees. And that nobody knows except my father and the friend. And my mother's father is my grandfather. He's a lawyer. Okay. And he came when my father died. So, and my father's friend told him that your son-in-law has got 23,000 from me. I don't have any this thing of it. If you can talk to the family and if you can arrange to get it, it'll be very thankful. My grandfather being a what do you call lawyer, a little bit of a jugad crook lawyer. Okay, he told my mother, this fellow is saying like this. You tell that you don't know, and your husband has not told you, and then he can't do anything about it, and that money will be written off. My mother told no. If my husband has borrowed money, it is my responsibility to ensure it is paid. And that's exactly what she did. And that was something which was a big eye opener for us.
Big what?
Big eye opener, the integrity in action. She had all the reason, nothing. All she has to see is, I don't know. Okay, 25,000 means 25 lakhs is written off. But she said no. And then when I was going through a problem, and one day she called me, she said, how much problem is there? What is the...
She got to know.
Okay. And this thing, and I have told him like that. And she says, take a notebook, write all the people who owed money, and write it and keep it with you. There will come a time where you will repay it. If you don't repay it, your children will repay it with interest. That's how our life is made. So that's my mother for you.
You know, last night, Suresh, I did an episode with him. He also said the same thing. He had a huge debt. So he took a book out. His CA told 20, 30 years lagega to clear it. He's like, I'll do it in 3 years. So wrote it down one after the other, whom he has to pay how much. And then used his business brain to be like, okay, what is the margin per product I'm getting? Reverse engineered, okay, this is my target. And did it in 1.5 years. It's big amount.
Yes. So that's my father and mother for you, and siblings, all studying, and then all entrepreneurs.
Help me understand something. Because your mother was the central string between all of you, and as long as she was alive, a lot of you had a lot of commonalities, not just the business. But now that she's passed, how have you brothers and sisters been able to divide the businesses amongst? How have you been able to build boundaries so the other family members feel safe?
No, I think the business was already divided only.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. The business, each one were doing our own businesses. Much when my mother is alive. It is not that we were doing group business.
Okay.
So somewhere it got separated like that. So I don't know for what reason my all Kevin Care is different, Velvet is different, Naturals is different, School is different. My other brother, the Fair Plus is different. The what do you call my doctor clinic, what do you call hospital they are running is different. So though we are in competing business, we kept our businesses as separate only.
How? That's very unusual.
I don't know. I think the lack of it is also maybe lack of father. See, in a way that I would say that On hindsight, I would say the best thing my mother also gave us, the absence of father. There is no father figure. Mother told that it is your life, you take decision. So all of us have started behaving responsibly or selfishly, or what you would say at this point of time. But each one helped the other whenever there is a challenge or a problem or things like that. Otherwise, we conducted our business individually. My brother CK Ranganathan helped me couple of times when I was going through tough challenges. And he ensured that this thing. But when I'm doing well, when I go ask for money, he will not give. His funda is very simple. Okay, when you're struggling, as a responsibility of me to ensure that you don't struggle. But for you to do well, that's you have to find your answer. You can't come and say, I can't go to him and tell him, hey, I now got an idea. You give me 5 crores means he will not give.
I like how losing a parent has, like in my case, I lost my mom very early when I was in my fifth and my sister was in her sixth. And because of that, we were able to grow really fast as children, become very responsible. And in my entire, I have 29 cousins. And I see all of them, most of them have a very typical Marwadi, Jain, career path.
Pamper. Here there is no need to pamper, so you have to give yourself.
Yeah, I agree. We ate whatever the family, my grandmom took care of us, nurtured us after mom passed. Whatever she would prepare, we would eat. Cold, hot, didn't matter. And it's amazing how that little more of independence and not somebody always looking at you made us, like my dad would never have the time. He'd always be running a business, having a lot of things to do. If I had to go to the tuition, he'd be like, you decide which tuition you want to go. So as a 6th, 7th standard kid, I would go to 5 tuitions in an evening and tell them, ma'am, I will decide. My dad will come and pay. She'd be like, no, call your dad. You know, he's too busy. So we had to decide which tuition to go. I would go and interview the tuition teacher. If you had to buy a shoe, he'd be like, you go decide. So I was just telling this to one of my friends. We went to all the stores, CKK, Nike, Reebok, every store we went. We did all, and in Bangalore, there was a new testing that had come. They would have a ramp or something. You'd walk on that, take a video, see how your foot moves. We did all of that. Spent hours, and finally, we decided on these 2 Nike shoes, one for me, one for my sister. And we were a little worried because it's expensive. We won't tell Papa, we like this shoe from all of the ones we saw. And it's expensive. Like, how much? He asked. Like 10,000 rupees for one shoe, one pair. He's like, from my marriage till now, I have not bought a shoe. But then, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. He gave us 20,000 rupees. Go buy it. And you not believe we finally went back to the store with the cash to buy it. This girl walks in orange top, sports, those I don't know what you call them, tracks. And we're just looking at her from the door. She goes to one of the aisles, picks shoes, goes to the billing counter, gives a card, and walks out in like 45 seconds. And my sister and I are just looking. We went to like 20 stores, spent so much time. That's what you'd want to be. And touch wood, we are there today. And that independence of decision making came very early. So there's such tremendous benefits of not having a mom growing up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I can see that in you.
In my case, it's my absence of a father.
Yeah.
So that also, mom gave us all freedom to look at our life on our own terms. So that was something which made us very independent, all of us independent from. But we are interdependent.
Yeah.
Even now, my mom is not there. Till my mom is there, we celebrate our father's anniversary, my mom birthday, Diwali, Pongal, all 4 days religiously. Every year as a family, all the siblings, children, all of us, around 20, 30 of us, together every 3 months. And now we celebrate our father's anniversary, my mother's anniversary, and Diwali together every year. And that's how we are what you call, apart from the family WhatsApp group, is which is a standard nowadays.
Yeah.
So this is what is keeping us together. Some of the thing, again, it is caught, not taught. So
That's so beautiful. That's one of the things I find very challenging in growing family businesses. And yours is so diversified with one leg in every other uh, industry you can think of. So you have a nice culture of bringing everyone together and having those memories. Beautiful. Yeah. I want to jump to Naturals and starting of Naturals. But before that, did you do any other business?
yeah.
Yeah. Um,
See, I worked with my eldest brother, Dr. CK Kumar, in Velvet for 3 years.
that was your first.
That was the first my experience. And working with him was a phenomenal learning ground.
Mm-hmm.
He is a rock star. He is not an entrepreneur. He's a what do you call, a celebrity entrepreneur.
Okay, elaborate. I do not know CKR, so I'm
Dr.
hearing
CK
from
Rajkumar.
first time. Yeah.
Dr. CK Kumar is the what do you call, the rock star of our family.
Yeah.
So he's a Michael Jackson. So he is a ophthalmology doctor. When the problem is there, he quit the doctor and started pursuing the family business. And very jugad driven, obsessed. You can add any other adjectives possible. He will fit into everything. That's that man. And here is the man who is saw this shampoo as an opportunity. My father made 3 products. One is, I don't know why, velvet shampoo, velvet hair oil, and velvet honey. I don't know what is the connection. And he put it together and called it Traveler's Pack. Because for him, during the travel, it broke. He thought the shampoo, etc., is more a traveler's pack. That was his whole idea. Okay. But my brother saw it a bigger idea. He saw this will go to common man. Okay. So he looked at only shampoo. And he looked at the shampoo as an opportunity. And he was he used to do exhibitions. Because those times sachet shampoo is a novelty. He used to conduct an exhibition. He'll put up a stall and talk about this. One day, a weekly magazine called Kumudam, which used to be very popular in the 80s or 90s, it wrote a very small write-up. Shampoo in pockets by a doctor. Blah, 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 blah. Dr. CK Kumaravel made this shampoo in sachet. And a very small article. He got 500 books of that Kumudam. Gave it to everybody he meets. Using that, he appointed distributors. Using that, he got a bank loan. Because those time Kumudam article means big. Very smartly leveraged it. My brother, that is the jugadness in him. He identifies one opportunity, finished. And he knows where to give, how to give, he reached all the who is who. And then he made it. And then he made this, those point of time, there is a brand called Rasna, which the Voltas, the AC fellow, that company was a distributor for Rasna. So he met the Voltas people and asked them to distribute velvet shampoo. And they liked it. And they distributed it. It did not work. Because they were not able to reach the smaller shop. Rasna was sold in departmental store and bigger shops. Whereas the shampoo was required in smaller shop. They are not able to do it. After that, he took back the distribution. He started doing the distribution himself. And he was not good in the money management. Okay. And he was losing money. One point of time, he had a lot of debts. Nobody was willing to serve. The suppliers stopped, refused to supply. Dr. Rajkumar means blacklist. So like that, they have blacklisted him. He was not able to get supply. And at that point of time, Godrej Audi Godrej made a product called a shampoo manufacturing ingredient called AOS. And he tried to make a Godrej shampoo that was not selling. He made a shampoo bar soap called Crowning Glory with Dimple Kapadia as a model. Those days, that was a very popular one. She advertised and this thing, and that also bombed. It didn't do well. So Godrej has a fancy for this ingredient, this chemical. He put a factory, but no buyer to take. Okay, he told his vice president, go buy some small people, big people, go buy an order for this. And this man was scouting, and he met my brother. And my brother told, will you give me credit? Okay, and that fellow already know about Dr. Rajkumar, and he said, you should give a post-dated check. Okay, my brother agreed to give post-dated check, and the deal was about to be struck. And my brother told, I have to meet Adi Godrej before I sign. What is it? Why do you want to meet Adi? No, he said, if not, I'm not signing, I'm not giving the order. Okay, he understood that it is very important for him. Okay, and this guy, this vice president goes to Adi Godrej and tells Godrej that this is a fellow, he wants to meet you, give 10 minutes time, we'll get 10 tons order. Godrej says, okay. And my brother did not have money to go to Bombay. He borrows money from my younger brother, CK Raganathan, 3,000 rupees, got a ticket, went to Bombay, 10-minute appointment, became 2 hours. He sold him the idea that today I am buying only 10 tons. I have manufacturing capacity. I have excise exemption. Those times excise, pre-Manmohan Singh, Narasimha Vera, excise exemption for small scale. We can use that. You distribute my product. Then we can do 100 tons. And Godrej loved the idea and signed the agreement then and there. Rest is called history. That was a pivotal moment in the journey of the sachet revolution. A small company who is closer to the market, when it leverages a big company's distribution network, any one strength, miracles are possible. And that's exactly happened. Within the next 6 months, the brand which was known only in half Tamil Nadu or something like that, suddenly has become a national brand. We put advertisement in Mahabharat. That time, Mahabharat, prime time, entire country will stop. Between 10 and 11 in the morning, country, Sunday morning, nothing works. Everybody will see Mahabharat. In that 10-second ad means you are popular all over India overnight. Brand became popular overnight. And that's how the Velvet Revolution was created. He is a rock star in able to sell Godrej, get 10 minutes, no money, go and pitch it to him that high. Convince the big dreams will attract big people. Small dreams will attract small people. My brother went and sold a big dream to Audi Godrej, and Audi Godrej bought it. And that is how the Velvet brand was formed. And that is where it became an overnight sensation. And that's why I always tell all the arrived entrepreneurs and big companies, please allow the small companies. Okay, partner with them. They are closer to the market. You have a lot of strength. Okay, put them together. A powerful formula will emerge. So that's what is my eldest brother for you. Then I worked with my younger brother, CK Raganathan, who is now heading Kevin Care, which is more than 5,000 crores. And he's into milk products, he's into food product, he's into cosmetics, he's into packaging, he's into education, he's salon, he's into everything. He's now a mega star in South India. And that's what he is. But at that point of time, he's actually a very, very novice, nobody, very, very simple this thing with no specific talent. But he built it one day at a time and one step at a time to become what it became an overnight success. It took him some 40 years.
Yeah, very long time.
Yeah. But his journey is another very interesting journey. But it's not an exciting journey. We built step by step. It's a question of dedication and discipline and what you call focus and continuous learning. Here, my other brother is absolutely, he's a Shankar, he's a Bahubali. So I had the opportunity to learn from both of them.
Yeah.
And that's what has made my life very special. I learned 3 years from Dr. Rajkumar and 2 years with Raganathan. Before I felt that one day I said, I need to So that is when I said in life you have got two choice. You can discuss or decide. People who discuss don't decide, and people who decide don't discuss. So I said, no, boss, enough is enough. Let me see whether I am a Xerox copy or a original of my brothers. Do I have my own talent or am I living on my brother's shadow? I wanted an answer. Only way to get the answer is to start on my own. So I said, I was searching for what to do. And finally arrived at a herbal powder called Raga herbal powder I launched. It is a herbal shikakai powder, herbal hibiscus powder, shampoo powder with a herbal large dose. It's traditionally the South Indians or North Indian, they use what you call henna, rita, shikakai. All this put together is what is used for the women for the tresses and beautiful long hair. And we added a shampoo powder to that so that foaming is coming. Okay, so it is easy to apply, and they also had a certain amount of traditional, certain amount of modernity. So that's what is that product all about. I launched the product. At that point of time, my brothers were doing around 10 crores, 15 crores. My younger brother Ranganathan was doing around 10 crores. Elder brother was doing around 20 crores. I said, I need to do at least 5 crores. Then only
yearly revenue?
Yearly revenue. That's when I'm in that league. First year I launched it in Tamil Nadu. I did a turnover of 1 crore and 90 lakh. Second year I launched in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. It became 4 crore 60 lakhs. 5 crore did not happen. Okay. Third year I launched it in Kerala and in non-South. Kerala is a super success. Non-South is a super failure. But I did 6 crores. So I was feeling bliss. Okay. I have arrived in life. I've got my own strength. I got my own branding. I have got my own style. And this life was bliss. See, one of the point when you have this kind of external goals as your motivation, once it reaches, your fish is gone. My fish is gone after that. I did not, that urge, that extra energy, that motivation, that what you call the zing is missing. I was like a what you call soda without a fizz. So after 6 crores, so then the what you call my failure started. I started, I did a Raga hibiscus oil. That was my second failure.
Sorry, what is the first failure?
Non-South market. I launched Raga herbal powder in non-South. That failed.
What is non-South?
Non-South means South India, non-South India. All the other 3 zones.
Oh, okay.
That's where I failed. I put a henna variant. It failed. Then I put the Raga herbal hair oil. That was my second failure.
When you say failure, you mean didn't sell at all, or it didn't
sold,
sell enough?
It sell very less.
Very less. Okay.
Okay. The production versus this thing, advertisement, there is no mismatch.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
so you gave it 3 months, 6 months, 1 year?
I gave around a year. And then I wanted to try something different. I launched a Amla based water mouth freshener. Okay, because I just wanted to move and see whether I can do that. And that was my third failure.
Oh, because you already had a distribution where people buy. Mouth freshener would also be something to buy.
Correct. So
why did it fail?
That was my third failure because I just bought from somebody, packed it in my name and gave it. I did not do anything. It didn't work. Okay. It was a more wholesale market. The product is selling everywhere. It was wholesale driven. So there is no margin. Whoever gave more margin, we're selling. So I did not do that.
Wholesalers made money, but you didn't make money. Yeah.
Then I launched my next. I went to the drawing room, called my team, asked them, what is it? This is whenever you are in trouble, what to do, you will call your team. Okay. So I called my team and asked them, this is the problem we are having. What do you think we should do? They all came back with an idea. They said, this Raga powder is very messy. Only you have to put water, add water, make it into paste and then apply. Only traditional women are using it. Why not you make it into a paste, ready to use paste form, so that modern women and men will use it. So I sounded like a good idea. I called it Raga Plus, asked my chemist to make a formulation and packed it in nicely and launched it to the market. The product was a super success. It oversold Clinic Plus.
Wow.
Okay, everybody in the market was zapped. Okay, it was going through the roof. And that is when I got a call from my stockist in Trichy. He said, there is a serious consumer complaint. Come and see, looks very serious. I went with my team. product which was green when I packed became black. I was not knowing to answer because I was not ready for one more shock. Came back, calls started pouring in. I panicked. I was not knowing what to do. And that was my phase in my life which was I was really, really down and out. And I was not knowing how to handle those times. Two things happened. One was a good thing and another was a bad thing. I'll talk about the bad thing first and then the good thing. The bad thing is we are Indians. We are God-fearing people. We are not God-loving people. Especially when we have more problems, we will love God a lot more. Tomorrow when exam is there, we will go and break one coconut to that Ganesha as if that fellow is waiting. I had a lot of finance problem, business problem. I became a big Ayyappa devotee. I went to Sabrimala area every year. When I had more problems, I went twice. That poor fellow Ayyappa didn't help. So I came down and I changed. I changed to Balaji. I went up to Tirupati and I bribed that fellow. That Balaji also didn't help. So I came down and I went in search of these Allahs and the Jesus and the astrologer and the numerologist, gemologist, vastuologist. Already I was poor. These people made me even poor. That is when I went to Ramakrishna Math. Saw a picture of Swami Vivekananda. Below the picture it was written, to me he is not an atheist who does not believe in God. To me he is an atheist who does not believe in himself. For the belief in God starts with the belief in self. I got the message what I wanted. Started believing in myself. Slowly but steadily my life started changing. Today there is a Monday God. Some gods are powerful on Thursdays. Some gods are powerful on Saturdays. Some gods are powerful in the morning. Some gods are in the night. Some gods will come home, bless you, take some money and go away. There is a tamasha happening in this country in the label of God. Ours is the only country where the first bribe is to God. And the first corruption is God accepting the bribe and not honoring the commitment. So there is a guy who was praying to God every year, it seems. 3 years he was praying every day. I want to win a lottery ticket. I want to win a lottery ticket. I want to win a lottery ticket. One day God came in his dreams and told, first go buy a lottery ticket. Keep on praying and not doing any work. Okay? Nothing will work. So I think that is when I got the message for me. I said that it is self-belief first and then God belief. And I believe God did not create man. Man created God. But it's a useful creation. Minus that creation, the world will not be together. Rich people beg inside the temple. Poor people beg outside the temple. Whether you are rich or poor depends on where you are begging. God is not the author of the destiny. God is a co-author of your destiny. First is self-belief, then is God belief. That's the lesson I got from my life at that point of time. After that, my self-belief, I have worked on it continuously.
How?
And that was what has happened when the second good thing, when I told what I told, my father told business success and English are related. And that was the seed for me. I joined Coimbatore, bigger city, college, co-ed college, English medium. Suddenly I was like a fish out of water, but slowly, steadily started adjusting to that new environment. Okay. And I used to bunk most classes. But one class, Professor Tyagarajan used to take class like that without any book. I used to love his class. One day we were sitting in his class and he spoke about a book called Future Shock by Alvin Toffler. That the Alvin Toffler will predict the digital revolutions what we are enjoying today is predicted by Alvin Toffler way back in 1970. I went and bought the Alvin Toffler book, The Future Shock. So far I would have read some 40 pages. Every time I try to read one half page only, I will sleep off. Tamil medium boy and Alvin Toffler, no connection. Okay. But I was in my search mode. Okay. I used to buy books from the platform. How to Win Friends and Influence People. 50 rupees books. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill's. One of my favorite. Think and Grow Rich. I think the title only says everything. Think and Grow Rich. I used to get that book, read one chapter, two chapter. but nothing much was happening. That's when I met my, I went to my favorite bookshop opposite, Landmark. Saw a book titled Innovative Secrets of Success. I love these two words. One is innovation, another is success. Since both the words are together, I took that book. After that, my life changed. I opened the book. It was not a book. It was an audio cassette. Okay, I got a Walkman, put this cassette into this Walkman and started listening. First time I heard an English guy speak in a language with which I can understand. After that, audio learning became my habit. Today, I've got more than 3,000 audio video collections. I've got all the
author or the audio person who wrote the CD.
Dennis Waitley.
Oh, okay.
Stephen Covey.
Stephen
Covey, Dennis Waitley, Zig Ziglar.
Of course.
Okay, Jack Canfield. John Maxwell, Robert Kiyosaki. Name the author, name the book. I've got it in audio form. See, the beauty of audio is you can convert all your downtime into uplink time. If you have to read,
I'll be great friend.
Yeah, if you have to read, the lighting should be good, silent atmosphere, blah, blah, blah. Only then you can, do the reading. Whereas you put your earplug, let the world go to hell. My walking time has become a learning time. My driving time has become a learning time. My waiting time has become a learning time. I kept on investing into these 3 hours. And that is what has made the miracle for me. We all keep on going in the car and we listen to A.R. Rahman music, Muhammad Rafi music, Ilayaraja music. Only their life will change. Our life won't change. If you want our life to change, how we convert downtime into uplink time. And that's what has audio learning done for me. I am a product of audio learning. Okay. Complete time and again. I used to put up Walkman and I used to walk. People used to think I'm listening to music. This fellow has got so much of debts. He is listening to music and having a very casual attitude. What kind of boy this is? But I was preparing myself. I was questioning. And this learning, all these things actually helped me. You asked me the question, right? How did you manage this kind of problem? It is this which gave me the mindset. So all the problem when it is going, my mind is full of, I am preparing myself and my mind says, you can do it. And that is when I called my team again. I told them, okay, Raga Plus has failed. So what to do now? They said, we'll put a Raga soap. Let's make a very simple product. Let us launch it. And that product, everyone will like it. I launched the Raga soap. Thank God that product was a super failure.
Pause for a second here because I really appreciate you sharing this. During my college, I read 2 books a week. Only because it took me half an hour to go from Basangudi to Christ University, and I would plug in my earphones and listen to Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Robert Kiyosaki. On the way back, again half an hour. And in between every class, there was 5 minutes. So I would have a book in my desk, open it, read, keep it. And that's how I managed to go through, I would say, chain smoke books. And that's what you've done. And that's why I love podcasts, because
absolutely,
this is where I'm the next generation of hopefully CKK will listen to conversations like this while they are in their bus or while they are riding to their school or college or while they're working out, because we are going to be the next.
Absolutely.
So I'm very glad we're doing this. I'm very glad. Yeah. So back to what made it the color to black? What was the reason that became black?
It was too much of herbal product.
Oh.
Too much of herbs. So our formulator should have less of herb.
So what happens if it becomes black?
It becomes, the customer thinks it is spoiled. So it is not.
Oh.
The perception is reality.
Nice. And black color is like dirty.
Yes.
Why put it?
It is no more cosmetic. It looks yuck.
And so when the soap came, the color of the soap was...
Color with a simple soap we made. Only we want to leverage on the Raga brand name. Okay, then since the brand is still popular with the customers.
And that failed. And you're grateful for... Why did it fail?
Because that failed, I was suddenly like Abhimanyu in Mahabharata, surrounded by every problem. I had a demotivated staff. My bank has frozen my account. My vendors were very aggressive. I had more than 100 cases against me. And then my friends and relatives have disowned me. And everybody thought I have failed. And I said, no, I have not failed. My efforts have failed. They are two different things. And everybody looked at me, who is this fellow?
Playing word games.
He's a mad fellow, listening to audio music. Huh? And how you think when you're down will determine how high you go. These are thoughts which I've collected from the audios.
Yeah.
Okay, again and again and again and again, I condition myself that I have not failed. And I'm going to become a super success one day. Nobody believed in me except me. That's what I always used to say. Even if the whole world believes in you, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody can help you. On the contrary, if the whole world doesn't believe in you, if you start believing in yourself, nobody can stop you. And that's exactly what has happened. Everybody has disowned me. Everybody has disowned me. Everybody said, you are a super failure, you are a useless fellow, you are a dreamer, you are a joker, you are whatever they want to say, they will say. I don't care. I laugh at them and listen to one more video. I'll get myself motivated. Okay, I don't require this. See, formal education will make you survive in life. Continuous education will make you a fortune. Jim Rohn, one of the finest lines. Formal education will make you survive in life. Continuous education will make you a fortune. If you want to earn more, learn more. If you get one line, your life is made. That continuous learning, I never give up. And I said, I'm going to make it one day. And I listened to one story which is very profound impact on me. This is about two frogs jumped into a milk pot. What does a frog know? They know how to jump. These two frogs jumped. After some time, one frog realized, I cannot jump any further. It drowned inside and it sank and it died. Another frog kept on junking, I can. After some time, milk became butter because of the churning. The frog sat on the butter and it jumped out. I said, I'm going to be that frog. Okay, I'm going to try continuously and I'm going to make it. And that's how, see, the failure is a failure only when you refuse to learn from it. If you learn from it, then failure is part of success. And we were going in a car, suddenly one wheel becomes flat. You don't get out of the car, right? You fix the wheel and you continue the journey. Business, one failure has come. So what? It's a learning. There is something which the world is teaching me. I have not done right. So I should go find a way to do it right. And that's what is my mind full of it. During that time, everybody says, and this is what is happening. I had some 5 crore loss at that point of time. And I sold my land, I sold my brand, I sold everything. And
Step back just a second. Why did the soap fail?
soap failed because soap is a very competitive market. I did not even get entrant.
Okay, tell me more.
I did not even get an entry. Earlier, the Raga name alone is not sufficient. So I made a soap, put one round, it is not moving. After that, I said, no, boss. I put my hand up and I said, this is not working. And I sold my brand. I sold my land. I settled off what do you call it, for 60, 70% of the creditor. 30% I wrote it down and kept it with me. And then I said, my brother, my mother, that time brokered the deal with my brother. Raghunathan is doing well. My mother is mother anyway. So my mother told, please take care of your brother.
Broker a deal. What deal did you
Broker. So he said,
broker a deal? Okay.
brokered a deal. Okay. See your brother, you take care. Poor fellow is struggling. 2 children is there, young children, wife, poor boy, this thing. You only should help. And my brother reluctantly said yes. And he said, for my mother, I am doing it for you. But on one condition, you should not do business again. I'll take care of all his debts. I will ensure children are safe and comfortable. I will ensure that he is also comfortable. But let him not do any business again because his method of looking at business is very risky. That's what my brother
was it.
Huh?
Was it risky the way you look at business?
In hindsight, I think my brother is exactly right. Because I think my risk appetite is a little more, as not looking at from all angles. When I like something, I'm getting little obsessed. The what do you call the learning from my brother Rajkumar. So that kind of obsession is still with me. Was still with me. Now I'm little more mellowed down and things like that. So this is what my brother told at that point of time. And
I lost you. You mean when you look at a business, you don't look at all the angles like financial viability or
yes.
threat.
I get yes.
The
I get a little excited.
don't we all?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the kick of business.
Yeah. If you do too much of evaluation, then nothing will.
Yeah. Discuss
will
or
be-
decide.
Do not use your intelligence to dissect the past. Use it to construct the future. Many times we are dissecting the past, but future is very different. So that is when I realized that it is going to be like this. And at that point of time, the mother on one side, 5 crore, all the loss is taken care. Your future is secured.
How old were you?
I was at 33. Okay. Future is secured. And what do you call, children will be happy. My wife will be happy. All the things stroke, all the problems. One stroke of brush, it is wiped off. What a bliss. Who will offer? Or which no idiot brother will offer, but my brother offered. And I sat over it, I thought about it. And next day morning, I went and told my brother, no, I don't want it. In life, you have got two choices. You can lead a comfortable life, or you can lead an exciting life. I wanted to lead an exciting life. I wanted to live my dream. I wanted to live my life. I want to live my life on my terms. And that is the day I said, I will be an entrepreneur for life. And that's when the Raga was born.
What did your brother say?
My brother is a big supporter of me. So a couple of times, even when I was struggling, I went back, he helped me. He will do that little bit of help at any point of time. That's always, he's been good to all and especially for me. And he also respects me for my courage and my, what do you call, the grit and determination and the willing to face the problem and then overcome the problem, not shy away from it. I think those are some things which now everybody likes it. I become a storyteller. My life has become what you call everybody's favorite. So it's like that. But when you actually go through it, it was a nightmare. So every time I one day morning, there is a policeman who came to my house in the morning, 6 o'clock, and they said there is an arrest warrant. I was not knowing what to do. I came down and the policeman picked me up and they went and they kept me for the whole day. I really don't know. I owed one money to a vendor and he had given a complaint. And then evening they asked me to go, but that is one of my low day. I was only not knowing why did I do business? What is this? Why should my daughter and my wife and my in-laws, they all should suffer? I was more worried of them than about me. And that was one of my low day. But again, here one more audio cassette, here one more motivation, here one more stories, and you get that energy back. And that's how I picked up my energy again and again and again. Whenever I was, there was a beautiful Tough Times Never Lost by Tough People Do by Robert Schuller. I would have listened to that cassette 100 odd times. Okay. Then every time I go through the problem, all I have to do is listen to it one more time. And every time I fall, one time I have to only think, it is one more time I need to get up. So you keep on getting up every time you fall. One time the fate will feel very bad. You can't defeat him and it will run away.
The beautiful thing is you've used your downtime into an uptime by
Absolutely, audio learning.
actively
Yeah.
learning audio.
Whenever I don't have money only, I used to buy this audio cassette. Very rarely some money will come. And those time cassettes are so costly, 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees. Okay. And little money I will go buy it.
Yeah.
And everybody look at what this fellow.
Yes,
But that is an investment I did again and again on me.
Whenever my bank balance is below 10,000, I go buy books.
Absolutely. So it's an investment. I invested on myself.
Yeah.
Okay, time and again and prepared myself.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly was my story.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Tamil medium boy with so no this thing background with all problems with everything. There is no way I should be sitting here. So again a dream and no money. But this time zero. Zero is a great place to start.
So
Okay.
were you able to clear, you're actually in minus, right?
Yeah, minus my brother, I borrowed money, cleared everything. That money was kept as a debt, which I later repaid.
To the brother. Yeah.
So when I started, and he gave me 20, 30 lakh. I said, how much money is required for you to, when he bought my property, he said, it is priced at say 1.5 crores. He said, how much money is required for you more? I said, I require another 30 lakh more. So he gave 180. So like that. So he gave me that extra money required for me to start the business. With that money, I started Naturals.
How did the insight for Naturals come?
Naturals, this time I don't have money. So I use my brain.
Okay.
See, nature, when it adds difficulty, throws in brains also. Whenever I had money, when in Raga time, when I wanted to go to non-South market, I asked one famous market research agency and asked them for a market study to see the acceptance of the herbal powder shampoo. They gave me one spiral book saying that it's a great market, great opportunity. And I paid them 10 lakh. Okay, but the product bombed. Okay, I don't blame them. Okay, it is my mistake. But the point being that the product bombed, and after paying 10 lakh as a market research money, this time no money, back of the envelope calculation, I put plus on one side, I put minus on one side, I listed the options, and then I was doing extremely well and I decided. So what I realized is, in life there is no right decision or wrong decision. First you have to take that decision and then make that decision the right decision. In life there is no right decision or wrong decision. You have to first take that decision and then make that decision the right decision. And that's what I have learned in life at that point. After that, there is no wrong time to do a right thing. There is no right time to do a wrong thing. So the time, this thing, idea, nothing. It is your implementation, your fire in the belly. No, now I have to succeed. I have world things I'm a failure. I have not. Now I have learned. I learned from my failure how to put it into use and make it big. And this Anita Roddick story also, I heard it in a cassette only. Anita Roddick is another body shop owner. Yeah. I heard her story. Lot of what I'm doing today is built on Anita Roddick's model. Oh, wow. So, and I went to London, and that's a very interesting anecdote which happened. So we did not have money again. Suddenly, every year we used to celebrate. When suddenly New Year is coming, I don't want to start the New Year on a dull note. I used to celebrate with my friends and we used to go to 5-star hotel for a party. No money. So I said, okay, let's swipe the card. Okay, let's pay later. We'll find an answer. Okay, swipe the card. We were around 8 to 10 of us. We went to what do you call 5-star hotel for a dinner, New Year day night dinner. And we got the first prize ticket for London, first prize ticket for Singapore, and blah, 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 blah. And that's how I landed up in London and met Anita Roddick. Oh, you met Anita Roddick? Yes. Okay. And we said, I want to bring Body Shop to India. I'm so and so, blah, blah, blah. She said, India is not ready and you are not ready. But she showed around the place, spent some time with us. How did she say that? By conversing, she could understand that I am naive, very young. And she thought, she know about India. She said, they predicted this thing were predicting, it's a very, at that time Vajpayee came for the first government. And they said that this government may not last long. And it exactly happened. 11 months, it collapsed. Okay. And then this thing is, he said, India, you are not ready. If we are a multinational. For us, we are not looking at India. It is very little polite. But indirect meaning was this. Yeah. Okay, I got the message. But for me, meeting Anita Roddick, going to Body Shop, seeing that was a bliss for me. All this happened because of this chakkar what I did. And I came back and again listen to a story. I tell everyone, whoever, especially women entrepreneurs only should listen to Anita Roddick audio called Body and Soul. Such a fine audio. And that audio gave me a lot of insights of how to run a franchise business. Today, what I do, very, very unorthodox. That's what she will talk about. Commerce with a conscience. I think that's many things we have imbibed from her. And today, the way in which we run our business is very different.
The irony is, while I was waiting for you outside at the reception, I was reading this magazine. It said, in 3 continents, Body Shop has shut. In America,
Only in
UK,
India.
only in India.
India it is growing.
They've launched a new.
Correct. The
UTEX.
100 shops they are opening. It's irony. Now Anita Radhik is no more. Now it's part of a multinational company. But I think that is the irony now.
How times change.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing for me. And that is my inspiration for franchising. Scale of Naturals comes from Anita Radhik Gaudi cassette and meeting her and modeling on her.
So 2 things. I want to get back to Naturals in a minute, but were you in touch with her once the
No,
Naturals
only
journey
one
picked up?
time.
Just one time.
One time. And that's enough for me.
Yeah. One person can change your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We just did an episode on Big Bazaar. It's amazing how Kishore Vyani was able to see. I really thought it's Walmart being copied in India until
Suraana
I
store.
researched
Suraana
stores. I was like, wow.
And
You
used
had
to stand there and observe and take notes.
unbelievable. For you, it was like Anita Rodnick. When she showed you around, what did you observe?
I think she's taking a visitor after a long time around. Because I've come from India, what do you call, written many mails before that and wanting to meet, blah, blah, blah. So she took a fancy.
So you have to backtrack now. You ended up in London. How did you get a meeting with her? How did this happen?
I kept on writing emails.
To her?
Mm.
Okay.
Saying that I'm so and so, so and so, so and so. I listen to your story. I want to meet you. It's my life mission. You have to give me an appointment. I want to take Body Shop to India. I kept on sending some. I would have sent some 50 odd mails.
And how did you discover Body Shop? Through the
Audio cassette.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Otherwise, I don't know Body Shop. I don't know Anita Radhik. For some strange reason, that day, Body and Soul, I don't know why I put Body and Soul. And the first line, you put that CD and he says, I hate the beauty business. Oh my God, it's arresting. And the way in which he speaks, oh, wow. He's a, what do you call, rock star on radio.
Oh, wow.
So, Robert Schuller and Anita Radhik, Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Dennis Whiteley. Wow. These are unbelievable rock stars. So that's how my life was for what do you call the formative age. I think these are key things. That's how it started.
You know what I appreciate? You had a trip to London to tour around. Here you are.
My mind is only Anita Radhik, no.
Wow. Tell me more.
So that's the lot of our learnings, lot of our doings of Body Shop I adapted to Naturals. I call it as a parental approach towards franchising. One of the reasons of why Naturals is different is we have taken a parental approach. In India, that systems and process kind of franchising and all will not work. We need to emotionally connect with them. We need to play to the audience. You need to play to the situation. You need to adopt. I have one favorite framework now, which is called CCI. Which is called copy, customize, innovate. Something good means copy, customize to your situation, your thing, and innovate plus one you add. Then you have something very interesting going on. Many a times I was thinking in the earlier days you should not copy. Copying is wrong. Okay, that's how you have been taught. Copy, don't copy, don't copycat. This copycat, this thing. Then I read one book by M.S. Udayamurthy about Japanese mindset. That which very clearly says, boldly copy. Japanese have evolved by copying the Germans and copying the Americans, and that's how they improved their product. That's now called benchmarking. Earlier it was called copying. So I think the benchmarking it has now become. I think copying. So once I came out of that copying mindset, I think many a times it is this kind of things which will hold you back. I need to throw that out and replace it with something else. I think I replaced it with what do you call copy, customize, innovate. Anything I look at, I copy, I customize, innovate. There is no, you don't have to think. You only have to be curious. Only thing which is required for you is curiously. You look at the world, you see something different from the other people, and there is world of information, knowledge, and ideas, and props, and what do you call the nuggets available. All you have to be is a little more curious mind.
You have too many CCs in your family going on. I wonder when your son is going to get married, the wife is going to be like, "What is this?" CC verse. um, uh, but when you came back, you had you had some seed money to start with, and you had a framework, or you had a model that you could implement.
Not model.
Or
Vague idea.
Yeah.
That I used it only in phase 2. I had a seed money to start. I had a ground zero, and I was what you call new business. I thought I looked at the simple calculation. I had three criteria to select. I wanted a business which is which Veena can run it, so it should be
Veena
is my wife.
Veena is his pillar of
Okay,
strength.
yes. She is the what you call founder of Naturals. Okay, Veena should run it. Okay,
Veena should run it.
Yeah, because I want to be a little more in the background because some of the cases were still pending.
Correct.
Okay, that process was happening. And second is I wanted a business which is scalable in phase 2 so that I can also join. I wanted a business which is multinational free competition because just now I am coming from a devastating failure. I don't want one more tough business. I wanted a relatively easy business, scalable business, a business Veena will like it and handle it. This is the three criteria to select. On this side, you had the boutique, you had the preschool, and you had a salon. These are the three options.
What boutique did you thought of?
For dress.
Dress boutique.
Yeah. Okay. Preschool and salon. You put the plus and minus with this criteria, finally arrived at salon. Then my mom told, no, salon and all you should not do. It's not for educated people. It's not for from people from good family. Why are you doing this? If Veena wants to do, let her do. You don't do it. You join your brother. Mother being mother, she is concerned. So I fondly call parents as well-meaning negative thinkers.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? Because the risk is more for them than you. If you fail, the risk comes to them.
Yeah, I think
if you win, benefits is to you.
Yeah. So our parents don't want us to fail.
Yeah.
They don't want us to be disappointed. They don't want us to struggle. In the eagerness to keep us away from failure, disappointment, and struggle, unknowingly, I highlight the word unknowingly, they also keep us away from success. This is called pampering.
Yeah.
This is called protecting. This is not preparing. I think that is when I told my mom, no, mom, I want to do. And that's when my brother deal also. So I said, I want to live on my life. She said, okay, whatever you want to do, you said you okay. But after some time, she became very happy. So I think that's the thing. What the point what I was trying to make is, you can't make everyone happy at every point of time.
Yeah.
Then you should be selling ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes having a what you call alternative opinion to especially your loved ones, there is nothing wrong. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. It'll always be right. Finally, it is your life.
Yeah.
Don't leave that for anyone else. I think that is what I call it as the Ikigai book. One of the best thing about that book is it talks about 1, 2, 3, 4 points. First is what you are good at, what you love doing, what the world requires, and what you can make money out of it. The meeting point of all these all these 4 is called Ikigai. That's your passion, that's your purpose. If you can find that, I think life is a bliss.
So you decided on salon, and then what are the initial steps you took? Because you had limited money, you had your focus away from business. And I don't know the background of Veena. I'm very grateful for her for making this happen. I actually didn't even approach you. I directly approached her. Nowadays, I think...
He said he sounds very sincere. I think you should give him some time. That's what she told me.
Thanks, Veena, for doing this. Yeah. And how did you What is the initial groundwork that you get to do for the first salon? Where did you?
I was, once I decided the salon, I'm coming, I'm launched Raga and all. What is this lady salon business? My competition is another housewife or one barber. So I did not care. I took one Kadar Navaskan Road, 32,000 rupees. Nobody dared to think that big. Then I put Italian furniture. Then I put the, what do you call, interior decoration. I put this thing board. And I thought from month one, and one thing I did very, very smartly or in long term, I told Veena two things. One, I went and met the one very famous beautician parlors, a woman who is running it. And I asked her, and she said, Veena should get trained. If you are running a business, she should have the technical knowledge of the business. I said, no, you should not have.
No, sure.
You should not have.
Okay.
Okay. And second, I told this, when we start the salon, none of our friends and relatives we should invite. Okay. Because if the business has to stand on its own, it has to stand on its own. Okay. And then the no knowledge, the technical knowledge not required. We are not opening one salon. Our job is to not be in the business, not on the business. Okay. Elon Musk, one of my favorite. I went to London, America, few years before with two big suitcase, and I got down. My friend opened his, came to pick me up, and I put the one suitcase in the boot. Another, I said, I will carry in my lap. He said, don't worry, put it in the front. I said, how can you put it in the front? Anyway, he went and opened. There is no engine. I put it. Then I was thinking inside, and I was sitting inside and thinking. Only an Elon Musk, who is from outside the industry, can think of a car without an engine. A Toyota, a BMW, a Maruti, a Mercedes Benz cannot think of a car without an engine.
Yeah.
Okay, they can only think of a faster engine, a better fuel efficient engine, a diesel engine, a petrol. That only they can think. It required a person from outside the industry to think that in why engine. Sometimes people from outside the industry can disrupt the industry. People from inside the industry can only make incremental improvements.
Right.
People from outside the industry alone can disrupt it. So for me, not knowing the what do you call the salon industry was a bliss. I started this Anita Radik in my framework. I started looking at everything like that. So okay, I have to do franchising. Day one when they saw franchising means it has to be look good. It has to have uniform. It has to look like Taj. So I wanted the what do you call at that point 5-star hotels, good salon, or local barber shops. I want to make a affordable,
but still
affordable, high quality salon. 5-star services at 3-star price. That was the natural sweet spot, I thought. And that is where I have placed myself. And then I, what do you call, started putting everything. And the business is not happening.
Did you also have the name as Naturals from the first day?
No, actually I named it Raga Naturals again. I wanted to ride on that.
Ride on the Raga.
Then after some time, only when I sold the brand to my brother, I took the made it Naturals. Okay, so then it was Raga Naturals and it became Naturals. And then tried a lot of new things. My Veena tried fresh fruit facials and thing. People loved the product, loved the interiors, loved the service. But business was not. It is tough because every time one customer, we need to earn it. We were advertising, we were doing that. We were coming with all old, the FMCG baggage. Whereas retail business is very different. So we need to learn it the hard way. First year, I made a business of 20 lakh and made a loss of 10 lakh. Second year, I made a business of 30 lakh, made a loss of 5 lakh.
Did you actually were able to build this fancy interior in 30 lakh rupee and still run it for a year?
That time, that was. And the fourth year, I made a business of 40 lakh and loss of 2 lakh. And end of fourth year, I was little down. My auditor went and saw the paper and he said, again, every year you are making loss. Why are you continuing the business? And I said, my turnover is going up. My loss is coming down. This year I made 40 lakh turnover, 2 lakh only loss. That means next year I will make profit. And he said, no, I don't think so.
Good auditor.
I said, okay, it's your problem. I went ahead and I pursued it. Next year I made that profit. 5 lakh profit I did.
How did you sustain for 5 years?
It was cash
On
rotation.
borrowing.
Cash rotation.
Cash rotation. Okay.
I was keeping the cash flow. Cash flow is like blood flow. Always in business, especially in the early stage, keep the cash flow intact, not profit.
Keep the cash moving in your business.
Yes. Cash flow is very important. Cash flow is like blood flow. Minus blood flow, there is no people. Minus cash flow, there is no business. You can make loss. Okay, but cash flow is very important. I was very clear on that. I was ensuring the cash was rotating.
Like a wheel, yeah.
Yeah. So that third year, I was making that 2 lakhs, and then I, opened my second salon. Once we started making profit.
Wait, I lost you here. On a 5th year, you started making profit.
No. Third year. Fourth year, I started making profit.
Okay. And how must have been a very small amount, 1-2 lakh?
No. It's around quite a substantial amount.
Okay.
After taking the salary of me and Veena, we started making a 6 lakh profit.
Oh, okay, good.
That means we were doing around 15 lakh plus profit. So that is the thing. And then we went and made a project report, the auditor, and then we went to bank. We said we want to open 3 more salons. We want a bank loan of 60 lakhs. And every banker looked at the thing and think, beauty parlor, they will ask. And lakhs, 30 lakhs, 50 lakhs. That and all, it will not work. It will make loss. Okay. And every time for me, I will say that SW is one of my learning from Jack Canfield. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting.
Beautiful.
If you keep on knocking, the door has to open. And this happened on the 54th banker said yes for me.
54th banker?
Yes, every time.
Why did you not? I'm just curious. Why not go to family and friends first?
Huh? Family and friends and all have disowned me.
Oh.
Okay. So I had one property.
Despite having coming from business family where they understand it's cyclical.
Yes.
Still.
So, and I was also a little arrogant or little introverted or little
hesitant to ask.
So you need to lose your pride. And going and asking for money, especially again and again, is a very not so good state. And especially when you're down, you will know that situation. So I was there like that. Part of mistake is mine. Now I can look back and look at it very lightly. But at that point of time, that was weighing like tons of brick on me.
What was weighing?
This kind of thought. Okay, if they don't know what will happen. So this thing, when I have one favorite thing which I learned in tough times, never lost, tough people do. That is about, it's called positive thinking game. Whatever is a problem you are facing, list the problem on the paper. Say, suppose you want 10 lakhs, or I want to start a new business. I want to travel around the world. I want to get a new girl. Whatever is your challenge you are facing, you put it on the top and you put horizontally, then vertically you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now list 10 ways of solving the problem. Okay. First 5 will come easily. Next 2 will be difficult. The next 3 will be very, very difficult. But when you finish 10, don't evaluate while you are listing. First list fully. Then you go back and evaluate it. Unknowingly, you would have solved the problem. Beautiful. This is called possibility thinking game. That means you are exhausting all the possibility in front of you. So that unknowingly you connect the dot and you solve. Every time I face a problem, I will do this. So, okay, this time bank loan. Okay, whom I should call? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I put one of my friend in this thing. I was never expected him. Anyway, I listed. So I called when I want a loan. And can your uncle help? He helped me once. Okay, can your uncle help? I said, okay. He said, I will check. And he went 2 days, 3 days, 1 week. He didn't come back. I said, we should not have asked. See, your position is so down. See, he's not helping. Then he called me. And he said, your uncle wants to see you. So, okay, I went there. Me and Veena, we went. And he asked, oh, okay, Raga failure, and now you want to do this business. Okay, what is the security? Okay, this is the security. How much money you want? He said, okay, go to that branch, and I will call and tell, and they will give you loan. That's all was the discussion. And later he told me, I like the husband and wife doing the business together. If you had come alone, I would not have given. Because you came with your wife.
Yeah.
I saw some genuinity in you.
Yeah.
That's why I gave the loan. I did not give the loan to you, I gave the loan to Veena, he said.
Yeah.
So that was the vertical, again, one of the important turning point in the first few years. So I got the loan. With that, made another 3 salons, and then 1 salon, 6 salon in 6 years. Money, life was bliss, and I want to scale because I'm Anita Radhik model. So I wanted to scale. So what to do? Put franchising advertisement, and 340 people applied.
Oh wow! I wanna. Sorry, I'm just teared up. Uh, this was. This is very beautiful, very magical. How did you manage to run these multiple franchisees? And what was the initial? Because I think for Veena it was the first business. So between the couple, how were you able to navigate who will take care of what? How will things work? We had kids also growing.
Yeah, in the beginning, no, kids is no problem. Fortunately for us, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, that is Veena's father and mother, were there back home. So they were taking care of the children. That's one of the bliss of Indian family system, I feel. I think we should not lose it. I think slowly, today we live in a society where if husband and wife live together, it is called a joint family.
Yeah.
So I think that nuclear family has, I think the father-in-law, mother-in-law, I think their strength has what we are completely, both the children were taken care. We were not involved in the family running. Both of us had time to concentrate on business. That made a huge difference for us. We could really spend time here, not worry about the children and the house and domestic chores and things like that. And that's how we were taking care. And the beginning, it was Veena's business, as I told, and I was in the backdrop. And slowly I realized Veena is better. She is more organized. See my desk. It will be in a mess only.
Yeah.
Whereas we go to Veena's desk next time, we will see a very clean desk. She is very organized. She is very structured. She thinks very step by step. I think very wildly. Okay, this thing is very different. So I thought I am good upfront and she is good in the backdrop.
Yeah.
And that is when after 10 years, we said, okay, let us turn the table.
10 years was a struggle.
10 years of running the business, I said, okay, you take care of back end, I will take care of the front end. I will go take care of the, business development, franchise relationship, marketing, and growth of the business. You take care of finance, you take care of manpower, you take care of what product to use and things like that. So we divided the work like that. And that has really worked very well for us. So it's also during the process, we identified each other's strength. Not only that, we also identified each other's weakness. Otherwise, we were in I was very bad in the back end. Okay. And she was not good enough to connect with the people and this thing. So for us, it worked very well after some time when we made that change. So that's when we...
How many years did it take for you to make this change in that?
It took 10 years.
Wow. So it takes time. Yeah.
Around 20, 25 salons when we reached by the time, and that's when we changed.
And both of you do not know the techniques of cutting a hair or doing a facial.
No, we should not. No, we don't
giving
know.
A shave.
And we are very clear. No, there is no shame.
Not at all. It's beautiful. My only concern was, how did you maintain quality if you do not know what to tell? How did you?
So we put people in charge and we empowered them. We got a person who was heading the Taj Salon and he said, you are responsible for quality. Okay. So many a time you recruit a person, trust the person and they will deliver. When you're recruiting, you should be careful of whom to recruit.
How do you look at hiring?
No, in the beginning, it's a very simple thing. We don't have a choice.
Guys.
You have to train everybody. You have to collect everybody and tell them you are the rock star. That itself, they will become rock stars. And when you see business moving, that's what I have seen with my brother, Dr. Rajkumar. And business is moving. People will want to join an exciting journey when they know it is going to happen. People will want to join an exciting journey when they know it is going to happen. So the role of the leader is to keep the hope alive and tell the people, boss, this is going to be an interesting journey. We are not going to be history readers. We are going to be history makers. We are doing something very special. See 25 salon, see 50 salon, see 100 salon. And then people will join you.
After 10 years, when you two switched, did you see a immediate boost to the business, or did it take a lot of time again to settle in?
Not a lot of time. It was already things have started moving from the other side externally. So when we switched the role, I think it really catapulted. Yes.
And when you had 340 people applying, how did you decide whom to give?
See, for 340 people wanted to take franchise. Okay. So I got the form, what I got from Anita Roddick, no? When I applied for body shop, the franchiseship. That form I adopted to salon. And I said to send to these 340 people. Why do you want to start a naturals? What will this kind of questions are there? Same question I put for salon and I sent it to them. 33 of them replied.
Out of 340, 33 replied to a form that they were interested in.
That was the first shocker.
Wait,
Second shocker when you called.
Sorry, I lost you. 340. How did you know 340 were interested?
I put an advertisement. 340 people said, "What is this about?"
They called you.
They sent the application. No, they sent a letter. Those days is all letter. Okay, so the 340 people applied for that. Then when we sent a form to them, 33 of them replied.
Okay, very shocking.
Yeah. And then the 33 we called up to that. Now we have their phone number. Right. We called and spoke to them. 3 of them were serious. Finally, 3 became 0. Nobody was ready to join Naturals in 2006-7 because this industry is considered to be a taboo industry. 30 lakh is too much for a beauty parlor. And this is not a multinational company. This is a husband and wife couple. Naturals you can't trust with so much large money. That's what the world thought.
What was the structure that you were proposing? They put 30 lakhs.
Yes. We give them the training support. We gave them the branding support. We give them the marketing support. 90% is for them and 10% is for us.
The store, interiors, everything is done by you?
Run by them.
Done by them. Okay. That's
what the 30
lakhs takes.
We will run the design. We will give the design. We will give where to buy the product. All the business knowledge. The franchisor comes with the brand name and the business knowledge. The franchisee comes with the local knowledge and the day-to-day operations and the money required for the project. There has to be enough margin to share between both the players. If these 3 criteria are met, then the business is intrinsically franchisable. World over, salon business is a franchise business. So Lakme charges 15%, we charge it 10% as a royalty. And that's what we thought is a big difference to the franchising. Everybody came there.
10% was only from the business you do, not on a separate.
No, only for the business you do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how the.
Which is a fair.
Yeah, which is what is fair. Now we charge 15%. Okay. Yeah. At that point of time, we wanted 10 and then came and they said 0.
Well, what did they say? No, why did they say?
They all came. Then this reason, beauty parlor, then they will come and see, okay, this is not multinational. 30 lakh was a shock for them at that point of time. And what will I go tell? I can't tell my, my relatives I'm running a barber shop. So this was the thing which is going on in people's mind. But for some reason, it is not happening. That's when for me, no means next. No means next.
And how many were you independently running at this
point of time? 3 me, 3 Veena. Total 6.
Which is still a huge number.
Yeah. We are number 1 in Chennai. And each salon is doing very well. Okay. And so this no means next. So it is the next person or the next idea. I came out with the next idea talking to my friends and relatives. You invest 50%, I invest 50%. I will do all the startup work. You do all the day-to-day running. And let us share the profit 50-50. And this idea they liked because I am also putting my skin in the game. Okay, so far whoever is hesitant. Suddenly the interest level started coming and I started partnering with people. Okay, this was a game changer again.
So did you go and meet your friend and family as a couple and sat down with them and then?
Yeah, that time we were already 600 people have started now. These guys have arrived and making many people know our cars have changed, our house have changed. This is how the world sees you, right?
Yeah.
So and they now know we are making money, but still they were hesitant to put their money, full money. And I said, I will invest. My wife is also there. So she also now children have gone to school. Why not she also start a salon? Like that, my cousins and friends, they all came together and these next 6 salons started. Once another 6 started, the visibility increased.
So in the next 6 started, you put in 15 lakhs.
I'll put 15 lakh, I'll put 10 lakh, 5 lakh, whatever is the money. So whatever they want, they will say 50-50, but in reality, we put 5 lakh, 10 lakh only. They wanted our participation,
Right.
our skin in the game. When we said we are putting money, they said, no, we can arrange our own money. That's how the psychology works. So we started doing that. And then we did up to 50, we did partnering.
Up to 50?
Yeah.
How are you able to get the money? Or was it like the next person?
Correct. It's all rotational.
Do you have a small fee or something?
Correct. Startup fee was there. So this one, startup fee all started only after 50.
After 50?
Yeah. See, by the time
you keep getting?
By our time, our 6 salon has started giving us 2 lakh a month.
Oh,
each one.
Correct.
We are making 10 lakh every month. That only we are keep on reinvesting. And they very invested that money. It was no problem. We were able to.
Beautiful model. No? Beautiful.
So after 50, we did like that. Then after that, this model is not workable. Auditor told you can't be partner in 50 company. If anyone makes and you will be in problem, we sold the shares back to the franchises.
Okay.
We asked them to buy it. And then we started building the brand. They all gave the money back, and with that only we signed Janelia, brand ambassador.
How did you decide on Janelia?
Janelia was our customer in road number 3 in Hyderabad. She and her mother used to come there, and they used to like our salon. And one day, I asked my man to ask Janelia whether she will be the brand ambassador. And they asked their mother, and she told, Naturals, we will give 50% discount. Because it's our salon, we come. But I don't know whether you can afford.
I don't understand. Oh, the
original charge of
original
Janelia.
charge.
Charge is around 60 lakh, 100 lakh at that point of time. And we settled for 60 lakhs with her. And we signed her as a brand ambassador. And we once put Janelia's picture only. The image has changed.
Tell me more.
The image has completely changed. People have started looking at, wow, how can a beauty parlor offer? And we put advertisement in Famina magazine. And Walmart was searching for a salon partner for their Easy Day store. The decision makers, decision maker's wife saw this Naturals advertisement with Janelia. And I got a call from Walmart. We are calling from Walmart, Delhi. And I want to speak to this thing. And they said, yes, I am speaking. And we have a doubt. Is it the original image of Janelia or a downloaded image? So I said, original image, and she is my brand ambassador. So come over. We are searching for a salon partner. I went and gave a presentation. They gave me a mandate to open 250 stores in all their Easy Day shops. That was one of the milestone in the journey of Naturals.
Wow. That's why you almost doubled it. Because I was looking at the graph outside.
Yes,
I studied for a bit. You suddenly doubled it.
Yes. So that's the Janelia magic for us. And then
some people can just bring so much.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's an upliftment of the image, but it's also.
Yeah.
Did she know that she gave a 50% discount?
Yeah. She's also very happy. Anyway, coming to salon.
If only should have been like, I'll take a small stake.
Yeah. We would have happily given, but that would have been worth for her some crores. Many crores. So anyway, that being that, and we finished this thing, and that's when I had revisited and told that I want to create 1,000 successful. I wanted to create a housewife-free India.
Where did you see the insight of getting housewives involved?
Combination of Anita Roddick and combination of Veena. Veena, with both the kids gone to school, Anita Roddick's journey, put together, the story will come.
So even Anita Roddick had a similar journey?
Yes. All this put together, that is when we came out with the slogan called Housewife Free India. And we want to make financially independent women. That's the whole idea. When I say Housewife Free India, I thought men will dislike me.
But women ended up disliking.
Women only started disliking me. How can you say house-like is derogatory? Yeah, what is wrong about it? I love to be a housewife. What's your problem? I said, if you love to be a housewife, I don't have a problem. I only want financial independence for all the people. That is what I meant. I might have told it in a manner in which to attract attention. But my intention is stand on your own legs. Said, if somebody will find it useful.
I agree. Somebody somewhere is going to listen to this audio and someday quote it.
That's what I was wanting. And one of my favorite story I tell everywhere is about 3 things which makes Naturals special. What is special about Naturals? People ask. Naturals is not a salon for me. Naturals is a living thing. It's a brand that lives. It's about, for a customer, it's about giving confidence. There are many salons which does pedicure, manicure, facial. But Naturals is about giving confidence to the customer. That's why our company is called Groom India. I want the Indians to look good. If the Indian look good, they will feel good. If they feel good, they will perform good. Yeah. If they perform good, again, they will look good. I want all the Indians to look good. That's what is Groom India's vision. Second is Naturals to my stylists, my service providers. I call them the smile providers because their job is to put smile in the customer's face. I walked into one of the salon few years before. The receptionist did not recognize me. I felt half happy, half sad. Oh, my own team is not recognizing me. It became so big.
What a good problem to have.
Then the first person, he also did not recognize me. I thought this time it's little more, what's happening? The second person saw me and said, please come and sit down. I don't know whether he was treating me as a boss or as a customer, did not matter. I said, okay, boy, I want a quick shave. I need to go head for a meeting quickly. And he asked me, are you CK Kumaravel? I said, thank God, I am. Okay. Sir, good sir, you had come to the salon. I wanted to meet you and say thank you to you. I thought my franchisee has given him some salary increment or some kind of special training. I asked him for what? He said, I am in this industry for the past 14 years. First 4 years, I was working with my father. My father was called a barber. I was called a hairdresser then. I joined Naturals, became a hairstylist, then became a style director. Today, I'm a salon director. The way in which I started looking at me has changed.
Beautiful.
The way in which the family looks at me has changed. The way in which the society looks at me has changed.
How marvelous, no?
For that, I wanted to come and say thank you. I said, that's when I realized unknowingly I've touched a taboo activity and organized it and made it into a lifestyle business where all the stakeholders are feeling happy about that industry now.
Yeah.
I think that is unknowingly I ticked that box. The salon business can be easily said before Naturals and after Naturals. We had made that kind of impact into this business. Third one is what I was called the confidence to my franchise partners. Many of them are women. And today out of 800 salons, 700 are managed by women. And 450, 460 is the women partners for me. And many doing multiple salons. And many of them, when they meet me first time, they will say, I am after all a woman. I don't know anything. I don't know business. And I don't know anything. Only my brother will help. Only my father will help. Only my husband will help. Today, I can very proudly say I have created house husbands. The wife have started making more money than the husband.
Yeah.
And the husbands are jittery. The society is jittery. Society is not yet ready for the shake.
Yeah.
But my people are now, very confidently discussing with me. The people who are very shivering were coming, they have no problem. They can handle themselves very well. They can handle the family well. They can handle the vendors, everything they are able to. Their confidence level is very high. Yeah. I think that's one of the thing is one of my very favorite anecdote. I used to tell everywhere is about a salon I opened in Coimbatore. My first outside Chennai, my age salon. I used to go there for setting up the salon every month, 5 days, set it up and see. And one day my franchise partner introduced me to a elderly woman and a family. And he said they are the highest spenders, spend around 5,000 rupees every month. And that time 5,000 is a big money. I said, thank you very much for your patronage. She said, sir, I am coming from Karur, which is 150 kilometers from Coimbatore, to Coimbatore every month twice, only for Naturals. Why not I open a salon in Karur? I said, Madam, now only I started in Coimbatore. Let me do a market survey. And then I will come back and tell you. Okay. And before I did market survey, Anita Radhik told me, no, that you are not ready. India is not ready. I have to give it to somebody else. I told her Karur is not ready. Okay. But she was not in a waiting mode. She saw one place. She called me. I went to Karur. I saw the place. I liked the place. And she invited me to her house. I walked into her house. There was a BMW on the left-hand side, Mercedes-Benz on the right-hand side, and few more small cars. I told myself, mind voice, why is this lady wanting to
She's more richer than
open a natural salon? Okay. Anyway, 30 lakh loss also will not affect this family. Chalo, let us open. I went and met her husband, 2 sons, 2 daughter-in-laws, I told myself, and I came back. And 1 year later, she called me. She said, thank you. He said, for what? She said, this month I have made 50,000 rupees profit. He said, good ma'am, you can make up to 1.5 to 2 lakhs. And unknowingly added one line. I said, it will be useful for you. She said, sir, I don't have any money problem. At any point of time, my house will have 10 lakhs in cash, jewelry and document extra. But for any money I spend, I need to give accounts to my husband and to my 2 sons. This is my money. I can spend the way in which I want. I said, you have made my day.
It gives me shivers because it's beautiful.
Yeah. The best fashion statement you can make is standing on your own legs. Yeah. I think if there is a woman, if there is a sister, if there is a daughter, if there is a wife in your house who is not contributing to the financial kitty of the family, don't blame the prime minister, don't blame the policymaker, don't blame the astrology chart, don't blame God. Charity begins at home. It's your responsibility to make that woman financially independent. How many dreams, how many potential, how many talent is locked within the 4 walls? What is the point in giving the bird, putting the bird in a golden cage?
Right.
Bird wants freedom to fly. Give the bird, the women folks. Today in India, the bird is trying to fly with one wing. Men and women are its 2 wings. The bird should fly with 2 wings. And that is what in my mind is financial independence for women. And that is what Natural stands for to my franchise partners. Confidence to my franchise partner. Confidence to the customer by making them look good. Confidence to my smile providers by making them what you call style directors. Confidence to my franchise partners by making them financially independent. And that's what's special about Naturals.
Yeah, I love this. Once the woman starts earning and once she starts crossing her earning compared to the husband, the dynamic of the family completely changes. I did an episode on Amul, episode 67. Please do listen to it. It's amazing how just by milk, the income of the family rose and the women's income increased, and that had such cascading effects in the small farmer's family. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely.
And I'm so glad that you're taking it to another level and like lifting the standards. So many kids are getting educated. So many homes are getting built. So many families' standard of life is rising very naturally. Yeah.
Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day.
Yeah.
Teach a woman to fish, you feed her for life.
Yeah.
Not only her life, everything around her changes. I think that's the thing which is happening.
Yeah, we need something to grow men to handle such women now.
But it is still a very early days. While we'll talk about women power, all these things, it is the successful women are far and few. Here and there are some green shoots. I believe the next decade is going to be the women's decade. Unfortunately, I have seen 9 out of 10 times women are not ready to take the authorities and responsibilities.
Yeah.
Authorities and responsibilities are never given. It is taken.
Right.
Many a times women are not ready. I think that is one of the problem. We flip it, it became an opportunity. I built my business model based on that extra time, extra energy, extra enthusiasm, extra potential available with the women. Can we channelize it and make it into a win-win business model? And that's how Natural's model is structured.
It's beautiful. I like how you had that clarity. How did you double it again is what I'm still figuring out. You were at 500. How did you go to 1,000?
I think I have slowed down a bit, I would say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Because for me again 500 and then because again 500 the external motivation. See, the Dr. Dennis Waitley in his book called Psychology of Motivation talks about six motivation factors which influences everyone's life. The first one is motivation to acquire. See, I want to buy a BMW car, I want to buy a house, I want to buy the jewelry. This is a big motivation. Second one is status with peers. Peers is our friends and relatives, etc. Our friends and relatives should feel that this fellow has arrived in life. Third is called motivation with the experts. Peers and experts are different. Experts are in your field. A Sunil Gavaskar should say Sachin Tendulkar is very good. Okay, that's when Sachin feels he is arrived. That way, in our field, whoever we are looking up to, that person should say you arrived. That's called status with the experts. Then achievement via independence. That is standing on your own legs and achieving something. Then concern for excellence. That you want to be known in a way that you did some excellent job. Okay, the 1, 2, 3, the money. Then number one, I want to be number one in that field. That's also. So the number one in the field, money or what you call motivation to acquire, the motivation to be number one in the field, status with peers, status with experts. These four are external motivation. The last two are internal motivation. That's standing on your own, achievement via independence, and concern for excellence. These two are internal motivation. Many a time we can start off with an external motivation, but soon it should become a other two. Only then your life will expand. I think that is where life will start expanding. I think that's very important. That is when I started changing. And I said, to create 1,000 successful women entrepreneurs, 3,000 salons, 50,000 jobs by 31st December 2029. There is no revenue target. There is no profit target. But if I have to reach this, revenue and profit will automatically come. Yeah. I am not an NGO.
How did you come up with those numbers?
15 number of staff is per salon.
Okay.
That is where 3,000 into 15 is 48,000 plus 2,000 in the back end. Okay, 1,000 women entrepreneurs.
I mean, 3 salons each.
2 salons, 2.5 salons. 500 will also give some men. Let them also enjoy.
Okay, like that.
So like that, that's where 1,000 women entrepreneurs, 3,000 salon and 50,000 jobs was arrived at.
Interesting.
So,
and now that you're expanding globally, are you also still looking at women-led franchises?
Not really. I'm looking at primarily not, but still my primary thing will be women only. But I'm not restricting myself because I don't know the rule of that country. I need to play. For example, in Sri Lanka, I have got a lot of women franchises. In Singapore, I have a women franchisee. In Dubai, I have got a men franchisee. So in the international market, I will play by differently. I want to establish my brand first and then talk about the other things. I think that's how I'm looking at. I'm not looking at.
I'm waiting for when you'll open it in Brighton in London. That store, hopefully it will be the 1,000th one.
Radik's daughters.
Yeah, you should. And maybe have their film. I want to come to a few quick questions because there have been so many amazing recommendations. Audiobooks, books. It's phenomenal how much you've read and studied. And still, I want to ask, you've recommended a lot of audiobooks. I'll list them all in the show description for all of you. Hopefully, I'll find Amazon links for them that you can buy. If not Audible links, could you recommend 2 to 3 books for founders to read?
Depends on 0 to 1 is one wonderful book. Peter Thiel's. And then 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey is one book. If you have to read only one book, that book. See, that book talks about there is the same thing what is said in Bhagavad Gita, Holy Quran, Holy Bible, Dhammapada, the same thing, scriptures, Vedas. Same thing is only told in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. There is nothing new. But the beauty of Stephen Covey is he has sequenced it. First private victory and then public victory. One of my favorite stories is about a father wanting to read a newspaper every day, wanting to know what is the new gossip, where is the share market falling, who is the corruption, what is the rape, what is the blah, blah, blah every day. And that day he was busy. He has to go to office early. He couldn't read. And he came back late in the evening and he started reading newspaper. And his 6-year-old daughter wants to play with him and he says, Papa, play with me. Father is very keen, very interested to read the newspaper, and he was continuing to read the newspaper. And the girl taps him and say, come play with me. And by a situational brilliance, he saw an advertisement of a worldwide courier. A world map was there. He tore into multiple pieces and made it into a jigsaw puzzle and told the daughter, you assemble it, then Papa will play with you. And this man started reading newspaper. Within 2 minutes, the girl taps and asks him to look at it. And he saw the world map assembled and he was shocked. And he was looking at puzzled. He looked at the girl and the girl says, I know why you are puzzled. Okay. While you are tearing the paper, I don't know where New Zealand is. I don't know where Australia is. I don't know where Canada is. I don't know where Korea is. But while you are tearing the paper, I saw a face of a man in the reverse. I know where nose is. I know where eyes are. I know where lips are. I got the man right. The world became all right.
Beautiful.
Get the man right. The world will become right. All right. That's what Stephen Covey's first 3 acts. Begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. Be proactive.
Yeah.
Be proactive. Begin with an end in mind. Put first things first. This is called personal victory. You do these 3 habits, that means you are getting yourself right. Then go to public victory. Think win-win. First seek to understand, then to be understood. Synergize. These 3 are public victories. And last one is sharpen the saw, which you have to do again and again and again. Okay. This is how he has structured the 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I always used to say success is like knowing the combination to your number lock. If you put the number right, the lock will open. The lock won't mind whether you are a male or a female, educated or uneducated, or rich or poor. As long as you are able to put the number and in sequence, the lock will open. Same way, this first 1, 2, 3. We want, before winning ourselves, we want to go and want to win the world. Right. That is where the problem, zigzag, we all go up and down, up and down. First, get the man right. Be proactive. Begin with the end in mind. And put first things first. That is getting the man right. Then you go think win-win. First, seek to understand. We are given 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And then last one is synergize. That is the public victory. See, that is how well he has sequenced it. That is why Stephen Covey is a rock star. I think that's one of the reasons. I think anyone wanting to read one book is Stephen Covey's 7 Habits. Finance, Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a great book to understand what is asset, what is a liability. Very simple, very different, and very, very stark. I think every entrepreneur should read.
2 movies or a single movie that you recommend that you recently watched for founders?
I think Founder.
Okay.
One of my favorite. Okay, which is where McDonald's story. Wonderful story. Second is Pursuit of Happiness. And many times I have seen Invictus, how the South Africa, the Nelson Mandela movie of how he's played that role and making the South Africa. And Gandhi, one of my favorite. Richard Attenborough's Gandhi. There is another movie called Making of the Mahatma by Shyam Benegal. I think that is where you can see the formative years of how a Gandhi was formed. I think more than the Richard Attenborough's Gandhi, when he comes to India, he comes as a rock star.
Yeah.
Okay, one of my, I know it shared in quite a few things. One of the line which changed my life is M.S. Udayamurthy. He's a Tamil author. He came to my college. And we were having a coffee. Friend told M.S. Udayamurthy is going to speak. Why not we go listen to him? I said, okay, we walked in. And it happened to be a Gandhi Jayanti day. And I had a very poor opinion of that guy, Gandhi. I thought Gandhi was the reason for India-Pakistan partition. Had India and Pakistan were to be together, his Wasim Akram and Sachin Tendulkar will play cricket together. And I was only thinking of what can I make to do Indian cricket team to win the World Cup. I presumed the Gandhi was the reason for the partition, so I did not like it. And Udayamurthy was talking about Gandhi only. He said, how do we Indians celebrate the Gandhi Jayanti Day? We put the Indian national flag on our chest, hoist the Indian national flag, distribute sweets and chocolates, say Mere Bharat Mahan, Jai Hind. After that, we all go home and watch TV. That is the Indian way of celebrating the Gandhi Jayanti Day. He is a Mahatma and we are an ordinary Atma. There is no connection between us excepting in 500 rupees notes. That's how a common Indian thinks. And Udayamurthy sir said, there is a Gandhi portrait in American Parliament, Washington, D.C. And below the portrait, it is not written M.K. Gandhi 1869 to 1948. It is not written Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation India. It is written, a single man can make a difference. Look at how many Americans are looking at Gandhi and drawing inspiration. And how are we looking at Gandhi and distancing ourselves? There lies an answer for us. I think one man can make a difference. That is the message I got on that. That line is enough for me. First, I thought maybe it is possible only for Mahatma Gandhi and Mother Teresa. And I said, why not me? Slowly, that thought started thinking in. So I am only telling, I'm asking everyone. I'm not asking you to put Gandhi picture. I am asking you to put your picture. And below that, write, one man can make a difference. One woman can make a difference. And believe that person is you. Start watching it daily. And activate your subconscious mind. By activating it, you will see miracles will follow.
Beautiful, beautiful. What's the last piece of technology or equipment that you've bought that is less than 10,000 rupees, but has been very valuable?
Last technology piece I have bought is today everything is mobile. One mobile is doing everything. So I have not only the what do you call the cordless or the what speaker. Yeah, that's the only thing because I can connect and I can walk and can I can hear. I can go back to my previous.
Oh, wow.
So I want to relive that. One of the things when you said about technology, I want to share this. I read recently. I went on this thing and the 19th century belonged to Europe. The 20th century belonged to America. The 21st century is an Asian century, especially an Indian century. The digital highway, the smartphone and data cost and young population and aspirational one all put together puts India in a very, very advantage situation. So don't have small dreams, have big dreams. That's the first point. Second is, yeah, Saravana Bhavan and Annapurna are in food business. Yeah, Subway and the Pizza Hut are in food business. Yes, Swiggy and Zomato are in food business. The difference is business models. First one is 1,000 crores, second one is 10,000 crores, third one is 1 lakh crores. In this world, the values are hidden or trapped at an individual level, at a company level, at a community level, at a country level. Business models to unlock the hidden value using technology are going to be the new winners. Business models to unlock the hidden value using technology are going to be the new winners. Airbnb unlocked extra room available with us using technology. Yeah, Uber and Ola unlocked it. Yeah, Swiggy, Zomato unlocked it. I was in a conference few years before, and to my left was Lakme CEO, right was a new lady who has come to this industry newly. And she said, I am from investment banking background. I don't know anything about this beauty and wellness industry. But I find an interesting opportunity. I will enter into it and I figure it out. I said, how do you enter into it and figure it out? I said, okay, anyway, we shook hands and we came back. And that lady happened to be the Nika founder, Falguni Nayyar. Today, she is worth 1 lakh crores. All the salon industry put together is not even 50,000 crores. That is what the power of the technology. Yeah. Entrepreneurship is not new Indian. Scaling is, especially using technology, young India, digital India, data India, aspirational India. Use this and solve the problem. You can really make miracles in this country now. It is going to be an Indian century. It's going to be an Asian century. Youngsters are going to drive it, and technology is going to be the big advantage of what we have. I think that's what I have seen in Falguni Nayyar, Nika founder. I think that opportunity is there for everyone. Just identify a problem, use technology, solve it and scale it. Don't settle for small dreams. That is why I'm saying big, wild, big dreams is the need of the hour.
Wow. If you could throw a challenge to the audience for a week or a month that they could implement, take it up, and then have a hashtag, what would that challenge be?
I want to share two things which will be useful for them. One is what I do in the morning. First thing when I get up from my bed, I don't get up from my bed.
Mhm.
I lie in my bed and I preview my day. Okay, I know that okay, I'm going to meet morning. My day is okay. The gym trainer will come by this time. After that, I need to get ready. I need to read this book. Then I have to go for this speaking engagement. Then I have to come to office. I have to monitor this work. I have to make this review. Then I have to meet this person. Then I have to meet that meeting. And this is a tough meeting. I need to handle it differently. I preview all the days and I do that for 10 minutes. And then I get up. So now I have a roadmap for the day. I have a GPS. Okay, this will take me the whole day. After that, I will be in auto mode. Okay. Then in the night when I sleep, I review. One is preview, another is review. I review for 10 minutes. Okay, I thought I should do that, but I didn't do that conversation well. I didn't ask here. Maybe I here lost my temper. Here I was little late. Here this one I am little indisciplined. I will critique myself and see what all went well. I tap for myself. Whatever did not do well, I what do you call criticize myself. I don't require external criticization. I do it like this. Do like this for 10 days. Your life will change. 10-minute preview in the morning before getting up from bed. 10-minute review before you sleep. You can start correcting yourself. You can start planning yourself. And that way, your life will be, you will be a bliss. Hashtag preview, hashtag review.
Lovely. So do it up for 10 days and make a LinkedIn post, make an Instagram post with hashtag review or hashtag preview. Um, you know,
Yeah,
I,
I'm also on LinkedIn. Follow me on LinkedIn.
yes,
CK
all,
Kumaravel.
all the links to reach out to him would be in the show description as well. Um, my final question, what is the impact you seek to make?
If I am able to uh, make the Indian women realize already their potential is there, I'm not finding a new potential. It is just telling them that they are the what they call the if the Indian women start thinking and um, uh, that they are going to lead this world. I think my mind is next decade, the 30 to 40 is going to be a women's decade. And Indian women have to lead that decade. Indian women should not settle for anything less. And for that, financial independence will play a very important role. For that, education will play a very important role. Education, now these days, kids are well educated. But it is after that is where one of my favorite theories about in the 10th standard, 9 out of 10 toppers are girls. In the 12th standard, 8. In the college, 7. After that, the real life begins. Slowly, the girls give in and they take a secondary position to men. And then they get married. The what they call domestic chore. They make a couple of babies. And then something called theory of missing women. Women will disappear from the society. Okay, everywhere you will see only men. Okay. Here and there will be some green shoots. But by and large, all the senior position is occupied by men. This has to change. And if this has to change, authorities and responsibilities are never given, it is taken. Indian women needs to take the authorities and responsibilities and have to lead the show. Once in a while, when some brilliance is not sufficient, we need uniform women to do well. Women should lead as much as men leading, women should lead. Women is no less. I think that is the thing I want to tell all the women out there. I think if women start self-belief, women start taking their more authorities and more responsibilities, it is good for the home. It is good for the society. It is good for the country. It is good for the world. I think by not doing it, it is not the, what do you call, the money and power in the hands of women will build a great country. Money and the power in the hands of men will destroy a good country.
Thank you. You've been a natural rock star through and through.
All
I
thanks to this audio listening. And one of the thing I want to say as a parting thought is I was an introvert. I was a Tamil medium student. I don't know English. I don't have any vocabulary, anything. But one line which changed me is anything worth doing is worth doing badly in the beginning. Everybody, all these superstars are were the beginners at one point of time. Making a mistake, falling down is a part of learning. Don't think that you have to get right and then only you have to start. I think you have to start and you have to go like that. All this bad, not bad, the mistakes, errors, I think is all part of a greater thing happening. If I can speak, if I can come this far, you can do it. I think that is the message I want to tell everyone. With so much of struggle, so much of problem, so much of disadvantage, I never told anything. All these things, I never allowed it to stop me. If I can do that, you can do it. I think that is the message I want to tell everyone.
Yeah, those who have stuck around, you've known how big of a disaster CKK was and how great a master you have become now. And I really am grateful and thanks to you that you've been so honest, so transparent in this entire conversation. And I've seen you do this in public as well, but in private also you're extremely confident.
Yeah. My mom told one thing again. She says, be true to yourself. What you feel, what you think, what you say, what you do, and what you report having done should be the same. What you feel, what you think, what you say, what you do, and what you report having done should be the same. That's a tough ask. Our life journey is how much close can we bridge it slowly. Every day we can try a little. When I try and put it a Facebook post openly or talk in public, my own people will say, why are you talking this? I said, nothing wrong. I'm not doing anything. Somebody will find it useful.
I agree. Somebody somewhere is going to listen to this audio and someday quote it. On that note, go and make some Galata.